Hey, we are here live. Not cool in high school, episode 86. Let's get the housekeeping out of the way. We made a quick adjustment change. Patreon right now, we're not doing any bonus content. It's $1 or $5, whatever we're gonna just do a general support. So if you are someone who's on the Patreon, I did a post on there that most of the people on there don't really watch the content anyway. That's why I started making it public. They just do it because they want to support, and I'm cool with that as well. So there's $1 for support or $5 support. Either way, you get a shout out. I will find something in the near future which we can do to do something for Patreon. It kind of took a little bit of hit. We were doing pretty well, and then a lot of people started backing out of it, which is fine. Times are tough right now, and I completely understand. I'm just very appreciative of the people who are there and the people who have been there and all of that really fun stuff. We do thank you so much for your support, but it is still there for people who want. It's $1 or $5, whatever you want to do. We want to thank the people who are doing it. Tommy B, Tree of Life Metaphysical Shop, Brad Zalonis, Hirath in Other Words, Jay, and Austin Blackwell. So we are still going to do behind the scenes. We do usually record twice in one night, all the shows except interviews. We're going to keep doing that and then kind of take that secondary episode and kind of backfill it. So we always have something in the works or another episode. Mondays is going to be welcome back episode. So welcome back podcast. We'll take up our Mondays with their new episodes and their back catalog of their old stuff that we're putting on. They do have some episodes that are going to be exclusive to their stream only, so you can go to anywhere you find podcasts and subscribe to Welcome Back and listen. They have a few episodes that you can't get on our network, which is cool, kind of drive you there, which is fun. If you do listen to this and you're listening to it on the IWEP network, and you're a fan of this show or any of the shows, they all have their own thing as well, audio only. You can go and subscribe to and listen. And then what's the other bit?
Their own feed.
Their own feed. Thank you. YouTube is doing pretty well. We just broke 500 again.
Wow.
We dipped under 500, and then people came back.
That's awesome.
Our last podcast.
Who goes on
I was gonna say, I feel like
unsubscribes?
that's, yeah. I feel like that
Probably
takes
the
a lot
same
of
people who
effort.
keep going back and forth and thumbs downing every video we do.
Like I can see if the channel doesn't put anything out for a long time, and then you unsubscribe. Well, they don't put anything out.
Yeah.
I just don't think I would take the effort. to
Yeah,
go
who has the
on.
time to do that?
I
Be like,
I
that's ridiculous.
They know I did it.
Yeah.
They're gonna find me.
think it's hilarious. Actually, our last interview with Welcome Back got 5 thumbs downs.
Ooh.
5.
Whoa.
A lot of people are maybe unhappy that Welcome Back's on our network. I don't know. That's a joke, but the joke's on them. Engagement is still a good thing for a channel,
Yeah.
either it's a
Mhm.
thumb down or a thumbs up.
Wow,
So
like-
keep them
Yeah.
coming, baby.
People are gonna want to watch. Why?
Why
Were those thumbs down?
Yeah, and then I'm like, what? They're a bunch of dicks. Do you ever watch a YouTube video and you're like, why the fuck would somebody possibly thumbs down this?
Yeah.
Like the one where the little girl's drumming with David Grohl,
Yeah.
and like 1,000 people thumbs down. Like, do you have any heart in your fucking body?
They just want to be that.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
get that. It's like the people that make angry face when it's a pride logo. Oh, I'm angry.
Oh my
Why?
god, Skook News got hit hard because they did a pride
Oh,
thing.
boy, I can imagine.
Oh, that's
yeah.
awful.
Someone said, I am unsubscribing because you took pride in.
Yeah, someone did that for ROH when they switched theirs. Like, I'm never watching again. And they go,
See you later.
Darwin, no, what was it? Darwin? No, what was it? Dalton Castle?
Yeah.
And they're like,
Yeah.
like,
That's the thing. Like, I wouldn't be like, I'm unsubscribing. Who cares? Like,
Yeah.
you think you doing it is going to make them change their mind.
Yeah, we're gonna change
Yeah.
our whole business up.
No.
But speaking of businesses and great businesses, Abaddon Tattoo Studio, a unique professional experience nestled in the small town of Pine Grove, Pennsylvania. They provide high quality tattoos and piercings in a relaxed, professional, and sterile environment. By the way, did you see Amber's
Yes,
photo
I
shoot?
did.
Hot mama?
Oh, yeah.
She looks good. Look real good. She's killing it. I love Amber to death. She's a beautiful person and a beautiful soul.
We're
Uh,
see her in 2 weeks.
Mm.
Or a week and a half.
You're getting tattooed at Abaddon Tattoo Studio.
Yes, I am.
You're getting covered up, man.
exciting.
Amber's putting a lot of ink in you. Are you going to finish up that weird arm? You got a lot of
I'm working
spaces.
on it. Yeah, I'm working on it.
You're weird arm.
She's a lot of empty spaces. She has
Yeah.
to start.
I'm working on
Well,
it.
you got to start somewhere. You
Yeah.
don't just have a full arm.
Might as well
Yeah.
cover your weird arm instead of your good arm.
Yeah, cover that weird one up. What do you get next?
Ice cream.
Exciting.
Just a,
Just shake back and forth.
Is there a
Okay.
particular kind of ice cream?
Mint
Yeah.
chocolate chip.
Oh,
yeah, but
wow.
like any particular place. Like I've seen what is it? It's like I forget how it's pronounced. It's like KOHR or something. You
Oh.
always see at the beach. They always have like
Oh,
the chocolate
no.
swirl cones and stuff like with a specific brand or anything.
Nah,
Does it have a face? It's gonna like.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it
gonna be-
I don't
cartoony?
know yet.
Oh.
A melted
She
skull.
drew it. She didn't show me yet.
That-
I like that. I like
That
not seeing.
bitch.
I like seeing not seeing my art until the day I get there.
Oh,
I
really?
get antsy.
I don't like
I want
that.
to see it.
Because what if you don't like it? You're like, I don't like it.
Well, I
forever.
also like really I put a lot of like I don't go to a lot of places where I just get tattooed by somebody I never had.
Yeah.
I really research their work and I'm like
See, if I was a tattoo person, I would want you to see it because you get there and then you're like, oh, that's fine, and then you're like, I don't like this. Like I would.
Yeah.
You have to like
Yeah.
what I'm about
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah,
I
but
agree.
but I also put a lot of trust into my tattoo.
I know,
like,
but still, like,
yeah.
what if you come next time? I just don't like. Can you put his arm? Like,
yeah,
Can you?
You know,
Now
like,
I have
you
a
know-
weird arm.
because they don't have to deal with it. You're the one that has to live with it. You
You have to
know.
look at it every day for the rest
Yeah.
of your life. It better be
Oh, I
good.
wish
Or
the blue
don't.
was a little
I
more.
mean, you don't
dark.
have to look at it really.
You know.
I guess just wear long sleeves for the rest of your life.
yeah.
I don't spend all day
Cover it up
staring
with
at my
makeup.
arm.
Like if I was a tattoo person,
Maybe I do, Heidi.
there'd be a big sign and it would say, "Is this really what you want?"
Yeah.
Alex said, "I'm angry about Welcome Back, not the podcast. I'm talking about Welcome Back, Carter. That show stinks.
Carter.
Carter's,
That
yes.
show's pretty.
All right, so we have a
I
bunch of
never
people
saw
here.
it.
You're probably like, you know what? You made a post. What's the announcement? So we kind of had an announcement, and then we're changing the announcement, but we have an
We're
announcement.
indecisive.
So we're dropping a bomb.
We like to change our mind all the time.
But they didn't know it was changed, so it's just an announcement.
Yeah,
True.
Yeah.
but I'm going to be upfront with it. So
You just told them that we're
The-
indecisive.
the original announcement was supposed to be we're going to drop 2 shows off the network. It was going to be Not Cool in High School and Truth Behind Illusion. And
Now
not
they're all
because
gone.
now, yeah,
Just kidding.
now they're
Zero shows.
now they're the only ones we're keeping. No, it's just getting to the point where it's very, very difficult to do 5 podcasts. If you run 1 podcast, people who see me do 5 are like, you're stupid. Like, why are you doing that? But what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep Not Cool going for a little bit longer, see how it goes, see if we can get a flow going. But I think this is it. This is the
I think.
Decide.
truth behind illusion
Make a
is
decision.
Yeah,
is
be
gonna be
decisive.
Truth Behind Illusion is going to be done. That doesn't mean that those topics are never going to be heard again on this network. If you're into the supernatural stuff, I am very open to talking about Bigfoots and ghosts and conspiracies and cryptids. But we could do that in interviews with everyday people. You know what I mean? Interviews doesn't always have to be someone coming on and doing an interview, or it could just come on and have a conversation. If you're like, I want to come on interviews and just talk about Jello pudding, like I'd be like, let's do it. Let's talk about Jello for an hour.
Sign me up for that interview.
Yeah.
Jello
Cosby's gone.
pudding.
And we'll have
Controversial.
we will do a flight of all the different types of Jellos,
in.
and we'll
Do we
eat them
get-
all.
Wait, the
pudding
Jello or the
pops?
pudding?
Both. What?
We get pudding pops.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh boy.
And then we can vote which
What a
one's the
fuck.
best snack.
Yes. So as of right now, the TBI show will be leaving the network. Not Cool in High School will now switch and stay on with Fridays with Tornado Tag Podcast. If I do get that day shift thing at my job, what we're going to probably do is go Fridays will be Not Cool, Thursdays will be Tornado Tag Podcast. So that's what we're going to do. So essentially it's a little easier to kind of manage and do some stuff. We do have a pretty big backlog of Patreon content for Truth Behind Illusion. So we'll have a couple more episodes coming out, but we won't be recording anything new for that show. For the people who enjoyed the show, we do apologize. Maybe it is something in the future. Maybe we bring back once a month or do something like that. But
So, are you telling me there's no field trip to that stalagmite?
Yeah.
Oh, we forgot about the
we can still
stalagmite.
go. We can still do all that fun stuff. But it's just something maybe when time becomes more available, or I
Yeah.
become first shift. Because behind the curtain, I work Monday through Thursday night shift, and then I only have Friday, Saturday, Sunday myself, and I have to maintain friendships. That's why all my
Well, you
friends.
don't have to.
Yeah.
You
You
can
don't
be a
have to-
hermit if
Yeah.
you
If,
want.
if they're not at this table, are they working?
Yeah.
That's a huge reason why I
Good point,
podcast.
Nikolai.
You don't have to talk to Heidi. I mean, have to.
No.
That's always been 2
Yeah.
years.
I have to talk to Heidi. She will make it a point. But no, that's a huge reason why I've had so many people on this podcast table, is because it's an easier way to maintain friendships, because I just make you come to me.
That's what the real reason
Yeah,
is.
Yeah,
'Cause
but that's how it always is.
Yeah.
You know, we'll go. So for those of you who don't know, I live in hometown,
Mm.
and we'll
There you
go to like Hazleton or something, and he'll be like, "Hey, come meet me in Frackville." Be like, "No, you're literally driving past my house
Yeah.
to get to where we're going."
It'd be more work for me to drive
Yeah.
to your house than to drive there.
yeah.
And then it turns into, "Well, can you meet me at Walmart?" I'm like, "Tony, like,
That's even more out of the way.
it's like 5 seconds down the road."
The truth is, I didn't know exactly where Nikolai lived at the time. I've actually never seen Nikolai's house until that point.
So you live somewhere confusing, Nikolai.
No, it's not.
No,
Really,
it's really
no.
not.
Shrouded in mist.
So, Truth Behind Illusion is going to cease to
But
exist.
here's something.
Or Paul.
If you only listen to the
That's fine.
show, you wouldn't care.
Right.
If you only listen to this show, and you had this feed, you're like, what show are they even talking about?
Yeah, I'm gonna make a
Sure.
post.
But now you had the general feed, so
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be in
True.
the general feed. We'll put it on there, but I am gonna make a post and everything like that. So we'll do that, and that's the way we'll roll with it.
that's
So
that.
So
Whoa,
we are
hold-
going.
Take
hold
your
on,
pills.
Bree.
Take
We
your
are
pills.
we're gonna.
Sorry.
It's all right. We're gonna
I'll turn
switch it
my
up a little
phone
bit because of doing 2 shows a week. Or 2 shows in one night. We're actually going to record the Mortal Kombat second and release that later. Tonight we're going to talk about more or less what's current on kind of like an old school style episode. We're kind of flipping the Patreon around. We're doing what we do consider Patreon, and then we're going to do Mortal Kombat
What's wrong?
later on and air that later. Because there's a lot of cool stuff coming up. E3 is coming up,
Yes.
and we have some fun.
What is E3?
E3 is the biggest video game conference of the year, where we're going to find out all the new stuff.
What does the
Very
E
big
stand
deal.
for? No, it's
Yeah.
Electronic Expo Entertainment or Electronic Entertainment Expo,
Let's
I
Google.
think.
It's E squared.
Yeah, Electronic Entertainment Expo, I believe.
I
Sorry.
believe you're
I will
right.
Google
Yeah.
it for you. Do you want me to Google it?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is the thing that you talk about every year, and I ignore you.
Yeah, I get
it's
really
video
excited.
game news for a
I get
week.
really excited and I talk to Heidi because I have no one else to talk to about it, and she just goes, "Uh-huh."
Yeah, because you don't give a
Uh-huh.
shit.
You're right, Andy. The
Uh-huh.
Electronic Entertainment Expo.
Okay, there we go.
Essentially, it's like, "Hey, Heidi, this is where I'm going to be spending all my money for the next 2 years."
Uh-huh.
Maybe 5 years.
Okay, so
Yeah.
if it starts the 5th, I don't know when. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, it starts the 15th.
Oh, that's a Tuesday. That's
Yeah.
weird.
Yes.
And then it goes for 3 days. But I know Nintendo's only doing 9 a.m. for
Ooh.
40 minutes.
Well, then they have the Nintendo Direct too, which
Yeah. So
Mhm.
a lot of people are actually not a part of E3 technically, but they do a show around the same week.
yeah, because
Mhm.
it's not a physical event again. So why
Right.
would you pay the money? Why just do your own thing? You know,
And
I
even
would
when it
save
was
money.
even when it was physical,
they were starting to break away. Yeah.
people were just like Ubisoft or EA was like, "I'm not paying to be part of E3. I'm
Yeah.
just going to go down the street and rent a building that's in walking distance and do our own conference."
Yeah, and put it on our website and say, "Hey, look at our website at 4 o'clock."
Yeah, Sony has done the same thing. They
Yeah.
were very famously backing out of E3 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
So yeah, Sony hasn't even announced anything for that week. So we might not get anything Sony. But Sony did just release Horizon stuff. They released God of War. Actually, God of War got pushed back till next year,
Yeah,
and it got announced that it will be playable on both systems.
yeah. I was like, almost all the games are playable except Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, remember that time they said that they're not going to do that, and then they did it.
Well, they just said for God of War and what's the
They said you
Gran
need-
Turismo.
Yeah, they said you're going to need to buy a new
Yeah,
system to play
but
our
then-
games.
So I got a question then. I saw a lot of like PlayStation Pops coming out, like for their exclusive games. Does this have something to do with E3?
Probably.
Because there's like Sly Cooper is getting a pop and stuff.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's not so much E3. It's right now
Well,
is the
possibly.
time. Yeah, right now is the time to put your news out because
Mm.
everyone's clamoring for video. Like this is the time where every video game company puts their
Or
news
if you
out.
have your big news, you save it and then
Right.
drop it all on E3.
Yeah.
Whenever your time is.
This is like the Super Bowl of video game weekends.
I mean, I understand what it is. I just meant like because I've seen a lot of like video game merchandise stuff
Okay, yeah,
being like
probably.
promoted right now.
Sony has been selling a lot of stuff at American Eagle.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
a lot of
wow.
Sony merchandise is being sold at American Eagle right now.
But they might be doing the pops like maybe there's a Sly
Yeah.
Cooper game and they're like, oh, there's no game, but you know, you get the
Yeah.
you gotta get the toys out for the game, you know.
Man, I wish that to be a thing where PlayStation cards brings their old libraries back because there's a lot
That'd
of
be
good
great.
games that I
Yeah.
really want to
Twisted
play.
Metal. Nintendo needs to do that too.
That's the reason why I still have my PlayStation 2 hooked up.
So I have a little bit of the rundown here. Let's see what we got.
Did you hear first that there was supposedly a Nintendo Switch Pro was supposed to be announced last night at midnight?
Yeah, I
And,
heard
uh,
about that.
They didn't announce anything.
I have the Nintendo stuff here.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, Nintendo Switch Pro. I would say if you're going to hear anything, it's going to be within the next week or two.
Why don't you drop it on E3?
The rumor is want to drop it before E3
Yeah.
and then save their showcase for the new stuff.
But then why have a? Are they on E3 though?
They're doing their own con. Their own.
Oh,
their
so
own
they're not
direct.
on E3 at all. Then I understand.
They do. They have a 40-minute like pop because I'm like gonna do the Nintendo thing, but
Yeah.
they have a 40-minute like section on E3, and then they're gonna do
The Treehouse thing.
3 hours
For,
of
like,
gameplay
3
during
hours.
Nintendo Treehouse Live the next
Yeah,
day.
no one's going to watch
What is
that.
Yeah.
the treehouse?
Maybe I will.
Did they
you-
build
3
it?
hours of gameplay.
I might. We'll
3
see if
hours?
maybe I'm free. I don't know.
3 hours of watching someone else play video games.
We'll see how I feel that
And-
day.
I got 3 minutes.
and they give you no information. Like
Yeah.
they don't even talk.
They just
The
play the
last-
game and don't
Yeah, the
explain
last
anything.
time it's like 3 people, and
I have
they
some-
they announced some character for Smash Brothers like halfway through. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it actually starts June 5th. is the first show. Now, what shows are technically part of E3 and which ones are just
That's
doing
tomorrow.
You mean 15th, right?
5th?
Oh,
Really?
Tomorrow is technically the kickoff, and it's going to be
Oh.
the Indie Live Expo.
Oh, who cares?
The
So it's
Indie
like
Live
the
Expo takes place on June 5th, and it's
The pre.
Japan's largest indie game festival, and the showcase will focus on indie titles. Some of the games to be expected to be making appearance is Bright Memory, Fall Guys, Ultimate Knockout, Strong Iron, and the live indie takes place June 5th at 2 p.m., 5 a.m. Eastern, and 10 a.m. Yeah, whatever. And then the next one is the same day is going to be the Guerrilla Collective Day. Some of the Guerrilla Collective is a digital games festival primarily focused on indie titles as well. It is the first of 2 Guerrilla Collective events, which is set to reveal announcements and trailers on gameplays and including titles Chernobylite, Kung Fu Kickball, Omnia, Arrow Drive, and more. So that's the thing. Then June 9th, we're supposed to be getting not a whole conference, but just a reveal of Battlefield, the new Battlefield.
Oh.
Then June 10th is going to be the Summer Game Festival kickoff live. Is this there's going to be live music by Weezer?
Yay.
Yeah.
I love Weezer.
Oh, that show did get renounced. It's on the radio and stuff I've been hearing.
I know. I told you right.
Yeah.
Oh,
August,
yeah,
Friday
it's-
the 13th.
Yeah, Friday the 13th.
Oh, that's sick. Let's go get tattooed and go.
I'm sure something bad will happen.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be there.
It's gonna rain.
It's gonna fucking rain.
It
Yeah.
better not. I'm gonna
Like
be so
the show
They're giving
itself.
tickets away on the
Oh.
radio.
And I like it. And then the Notch Primetime Gaming stream will also be part of the Summer Game Fest. So the Summer Game Fest is kind of weird because I think Coca-Cola, they bought a video game company, if I'm not mistaken.
I have no
I thought
idea.
I thought I read that somewhere.
So they bought the company who pretty much makes Metro Exodus, Saints Row. Like they're now owned by
Platinum Games or
Yeah,
something like that?
something like that. Yeah.
Or Visceral?
Time Splitters is another one, and Dead
And
Island 2 is supposed to be.
Coke
is
bought
rumored.
them?
Yeah.
I did read that. Yeah,
Why would Coke buy a video game?
that's weird, but
Yeah.
Make
whatever.
money.
You know,
Huh.
whatever works.
Maybe
could be wrong,
people
don't
aren't
quote.
buying enough soda.
Yeah.
That seems like a.
They need to recover from the
like-
pandemic.
Hey, let's
Yeah.
swing to the left and buy a video game company. Why?
I mean,
don't
I would if
know.
I could. Why not?
It would be really interesting. I mean, a guy who owns a football team bought a wrestling company.
Yeah, but he loves wrestling.
Maybe Coke.
I mean,
Maybe
maybe-
remember that. Maybe the
Coca-Cola
kid who
kids.
owns Coke's kids like I like fucking video
Yeah.
games.
But I mean, for Coke, that's just too
It is
that's
weird.
different.
It is
Yeah.
weird.
I mean, cell phone
But I feel
companies
like
are
people
buying
drink. I don't
uh,
know.
video
a lot
game
of gamers
companies and
probably
stuff are
drink a lot
trying
of
to
soda.
get the rights
yeah,
to things.
caffeine.
Well, Microsoft bought
Caffeine's
Nokia
really good.
Yeah.
and then took it all over, but that was for their game thing.
Yeah.
I watched a video on that.
The only thing, the big one with that is Dead Island 2.
Mhm.
Dead Island 2 was a
Oh.
playable game like 4 or 5 years ago.
I
and-
remember
and
that
we never
game.
heard anything about it.
Really?
I remember that. People were excited about it.
You can throw
Was that
Dead
the
Island in
zombie
the
one?
garbage.
Yeah.
It's not good.
I never
Dead
played
Island
it,
1 was
but-
fun. Dead Island was fun because the co-op, you could play with your friends.
Oh, could you?
Yeah.
Mhm.
It was a 4-player multiplayer game.
Well, you know what game had zombies and you played with your friends and much better? Left 4 Dead.
I actually like Left 4 Dead was more of like small levels, like
Yeah.
where you like to
Yeah,
get
yeah.
to the end.
Maps.
Where Dead Island was more of a campaign.
Okay.
It had like drop rates and stuff. I preferred Dead Island a lot better. But Dead Island 2 is supposedly in the works. It was Dead Island and then Dead Island Riptide, which was like
Oh, I
part
remember that
2,
one
but
too.
still part of the
Oh, it
same
was
story.
like a DLC.
Like an expansion.
Yeah, but they sold it as a separate game, which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Like that,
Um,
like Red Dead Nightmare, Undead Nightmare.
Mhm. A lot of zombie stuff is coming back.
Ugh.
I know you're excited about that, Andy. Dead Island 2 is coming
I
back.
thought we were over this.
Watch
Nope,
Dogs has a
never.
zombie mode coming.
They're bringing
Why?
it back.
Why?
The world loves zombies.
Yeah.
The company who
Gonna be
made
real one day.
Left 4 Dead,
Probably.
Valve, is making another zombie game, but it's not Left 4 Dead.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. It's silly. Valve doesn't like to make a part 3 of anything.
Yeah, apparently not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta go on to the next.
Who else is
Stay
making-
fresh. Fresh zombies are the
Why,
best zombies.
I told her on the way up. I see one. It's I don't know who's making it, but they're
Oh.
the XCOM, but it's Marvel characters.
oh,
Oh,
yeah, we
yeah. I
were
was
talking
like-
about that.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Um,
play that.
And then we're getting Dying Light 2.
I don't remember.
Was that the
one.
horror movie
I don't
game?
remember.
No, that's another zombie one.
Oh, fuck that. What's the difference?
Zero.
Yeah,
Nothing.
nothing.
They have different names.
And then June 11th, IGN Expo kicks off, and that's going to be the a little bit. Then June 12th is the Ubisoft conference. I really don't. I mean, Ubisoft has the pirate game that they've been hinting at for a while.
Oh, I forget what that's
They have
called.
Far Cry, but I think Far Cry comes out before
7? Is it?
6. But that comes out like a week or two after E3, so they're not going to really show much there.
No,
They have Battlefield. No, Ubisoft EA. Sorry, that's EA Battlefield.
I'm sure they'll say something about Assassin's Creed the next week. That's just what the next one is.
Yeah, the Guerrilla Collective Day 2 will be on June 12th. Then the Xbox Bethesda Game Showcase will be on June 13th.
That's when you see some Starfield finally. Is
You're-
it Starfield or Starlink?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
Starfield.
Starfield. Yeah.
Yes. Starlink was the game that
Oh,
Star
yeah, with
Fox
the
was in.
toys. Okay, yeah.
I love Star Fox. That needs to come back. They better announce that on.
That's why
June
Starlink was really
15th.
really good because it felt like a Star Fox game.
Oh, then I would probably like
It
it.
was fun. I liked it a lot. You can get it on like you can get it digitally right now, and you don't need to buy any of the toys, and you can buy the game and then all the DLC.
Oh,
But get
okay.
it on Nintendo. If you get it on any other system, you won't get Star Fox. Star Fox is exclusive to Nintendo.
Oh yeah. I if I can get a game, I buy it on Nintendo first and then go to PlayStation because that's who I am.
Yeah.
Nintendo for everything.
Um,
That's how I roll.
I like that, but sometimes it's just sometimes hard to just put those keep track all those little cartridges, and so I go Xbox, and then I usually get the exclusives only, or if they're good handheld games, I get them on Switch. Some handheld games like River City Girls, I have on Xbox, and they went and bought it on Switch because it just plays better.
I don't agree with that.
I just think
No
like
difference.
I like to take
in
River
my
City.
mind.
I like to take River City Girls with me.
Yeah, but when you like take, I don't know, Assassin's Creed with you?
No, Assassin's Creed on those little Joy Cons, I would fucking lose my shit.
I played Assassin's Creed
how
on the
much it-
Nintendo, but the controllers weren't good.
Yeah.
I'd still do it again though,
I mean,
just with a different
The
Assassin's
Pro
Creed.
controller would be fine, but plus with Assassin's Creed, I feel like with the new high fidelity and stuff, I want it on the new system.
Yeah, but I'm just saying if you had it on the Switch.
Yeah. Like I said, it's for me, it come down to certain games. Like certain games, I think will play better on this. Like not play better, but are built better for Switches.
I disagree.
Open world sandlock games, you would go switch over your
Baseball? You want an open
Sand-
world
No,
sandlot?
I-
sandbox game.
No, I
Oh.
say it's the same.
No, definitely not the same.
Why not?
Because the system just
I mean, it's not as strong.
the console's stronger.
I don't
and-
care about
and-
If
that.
I don't see that building that's 4 miles away, it doesn't really affect my game.
Yeah, I'm just there for Nintendo. I love
You know?
Nintendo.
Oh, the rain, the puddle. I can't see the bottom of the puddle, so therefore this game sucks.
If I'm gonna pay for the high end console,
I don't
wanna see-
really care.
The reflection is just not right in
Yeah,
this image.
I-
You
no,
need to do something.
Yeah, and I like to get the trophies more, so that's why I always buy a PlayStation game before a Switch game.
Yeah, same here
But
too.
I mean,
I
that's
like to.
the achievements. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, it doesn't matter.
I'm an
I just
achievement
like
guy. Well,
Nintendo.
achievement or trophies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nintendo should have them.
I agree. I think it should.
Maybe
Be
they'll add it.
Nope. Who knows? We'll
Yeah.
see what happens.
I don't-
Probably not, because Nintendo never does what their company.
Yeah,
will.
they think like, we just don't need that.
Like you want Metroid?
Yeah.
Fuck yourself.
They
Oh
did-
wait, that's coming out.
there's
I
rumors
have
of a 2D
I have-
Metroid.
Yeah.
Metroid Prime 4 is to be announced.
Yeah, you know how they have not said anything about that in 800 days.
Yes.
I think they're
Eight-
saving it.
100 days. That's over 2 years.
That's
Yeah.
You've been
crazy.
counting, Andy.
Yeah.
Just let me know when you want me to go
Mhm.
come over here to Nintendo.
Yep. PC Gaming Show the 13th. The Future Game Show June 13th. Nintendo Direct June 15th. Steam Fest June 16th to June 22nd. EA Live, our EA Play Live June 22nd, and then that's pretty much all I got. I have a little bit Nintendo.
Like the main 3 days are, I guess, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Everybody wants to see EA, Ubisoft,
That's when the
Xbox, Nintendo.
Could you just see the one where they had like in tiers, kind of like they had
Yeah.
like the big like Xbox and whatever. What else was at the top of it? And then as it went down, it was like lesser and lesser studios.
I would say Xbox is. I'll go with Xbox. You're going to get a solid release date for Halo. I think you're.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because that'll probably drop the end of this year. You'll-
Starfield.
You'll definitely see Starfield, and we'll find out if it's dropping this year or next year. I think this
agree
year.
with that. I'm
That's
gonna
my
say
prediction.
next year.
My prediction is this year. I think they're going to surprise some people with some stuff this year.
They're gonna say this holiday and then January 1st.
Yeah, yeah.
That's gonna be
technically this
horrible for those
holiday.
fans.
I
That's
don't
gonna be
know
horrible.
exactly what game it will be, but I think one of the games from Bethesda will say, "Here's the game, out now. Go on Game Pass and go download it."
Oh, well, maybe like Doom or one that already exists.
Here's
Not Starfield.
Bethesda didn't put a game out or talk about a game at all last year.
Yeah, but I mean,
Who does Fable?
it was during.
Fable is Playground Games.
it was.
okay.
It's still
during
Microsoft.
The,
Yeah.
the lockdown, all that. So
Yeah. So I think they have a few games up their sleeve. And then the way the game cycle has been going, for example, Arcane Games hasn't put a game out in 4 years. The last game they put out was 3 or 4 years, was that the one where they all wore the white masks, We the Happy Few.
okay.
So they've been sitting on nothing for 4 years. Usually it takes a video game cycle is 3 to 4 years. So they technically probably can drop something
Oh yeah,
and drop it
ready
this.
to go. Yeah.
It has something on deck. So there's a lot of potential for, and Xbox picking up Bethesda opened up to like 9 more studios, and some of those studios, like the Arcane one, they have Arcane Studios, which also has 2 studios inside of it.
Oh yeah, smaller. Yeah.
So all these studios that now are owned by Bethesda that are now on Microsoft, they're not just like, hey, we're one studio sitting here. Some of them are like, we have 3 other studios all over. Like, so
Yeah.
it the potential of games that are coming out of just that one purchase
Yeah.
are going to be insane. That whole narrative of Xbox doesn't have games anymore.
Well, who said that?
Well, that was the narrative for the longest time. They didn't have. Well, they had exclusives, but
They said that
weren't.
for Nintendo too. Remember that? They don't have any games.
Well,
And there's tons of them.
I'm gonna throw.
Tons.
I mean, when it first came out, there was only a couple.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw a little shade to the PlayStation side, but it's pretty much the PlayStation narrative that said the other platforms don't have games because
See, I only heard it for Switch when it first came out. I never heard it for Xbox or PlayStation.
Xbox, they would always say the only thing you guys have is Gears of War and Halo.
Yeah, but you also had what's the racing game? Forza.
But they don't count that.
Gears of War. Oh, you said Gears of War.
Yeah.
Fable.
But they haven't done a Fable in a long
Yeah,
time.
they haven't.
I think
but they
you'll get
can.
Fable soon. I think you guys will get Fable soon, and I will hate you all.
Yeah, but
It's the only game I like. on
but
Xbox.
realistically, I'm like, for PlayStation, if you're not into solo games where you play 60 hours and you're done after them, like a lot of those PlayStation games don't do much for me because I wait for them to go on sale, then I play them, because to buy a game brand new, especially now that the games are going $70, and now that their competitor is going to give me all of their games day and one on a Game Pass subscription, there's not much. Like, I'm like, I'll wait till your game goes on sale on Black Friday and pick up the one I want to play.
A lot of people do that anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I just don't see a replay. Like, there's no replay value in those games for me. Like, I love Uncharted, but you beat it once, you're like, I'm not gonna go do
Well,
that
if you're
again.
that's you.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, I would beat a shooter and never play it again. So
I don't even play shooters anymore unless it's James Bond.
yeah, I'll do the shooter. I haven't even. I don't think
'Cause I don't like
I have played a
online.
campaign on a shooter in probably 4 or 5 years.
oh wow.
You just play online. You just go online
Yeah.
and play with your friends.
That's it.
The only like campaign for Gears and Halo, like I'll play those campaigns
Mhm.
because I can play them with friends.
That's the whole reason I have an Xbox. The
What's that?
conversation was buy a 4K player for my TV
Mhm.
or buy an Xbox that's also a 4K player.
Yeah, why not?
That was the only that was the pitch that was presented to me.
Oh.
They're like, but then you could play Xbox with this. I'm like, okay.
Well, yeah.
So
I
I
mean,
only play online multiplayer, and if they don't play, I don't play.
Yeah,
It doesn't really matter.
Nikolai plays what, like 2 games a year if you're lucky.
Yeah, I think I buy
Wow.
one a year, and that's it. And if I do buy more, they sit there. I
And-
just own them.
Yeah.
And then we just drop $300 into Fortnite skins.
oh, boy.
But that's because they're all
Themed.
not that's not the word I'm looking for. They're all like
Limited
no, it's like
Properties that we're into.
properties. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all major
characters.
properties.
Yeah.
I just dropped
IPs.
a little bit of money on
Oh, boy.
Fortnite skins.
Oh boy.
They dropped brand new Catwoman. They dropped Batman.
Okay.
They dropped another Harley. They dropped Manta. What was the other one?
Deathstroke,
Deathstroke. And they all look. Deathstroke, I don't like his face too much, but the rest of them all look cool as fuck.
Beast Boy.
Beast Boy was cool. Yeah, I
Oh,
got
yeah.
Beast Boy.
Who's Manta?
Black Manta.
Black Manta.
Aquaman, bad guy.
Aquaman.
Yeah, the guy with the big red eyes and the big black helmet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was the movie, right?
So yeah, the Elder Scrolls 6 they have on here, but I don't think we're gonna get anything.
Maybe they'll announce the title. That's
Yeah.
about it.
We'll probably hear
That'd be
more from
exciting.
Fable, but I don't think we're gonna see anything from Fable for a while.
Maybe not. They got rid of that Molyneux guy, all right? The guy that was like in charge of it.
I believe so.
Yeah, I think they got rid of him.
Oh, that sucks.
That's
now,
okay
now the
because
game's
the
gonna.
last one wasn't that good.
I will say this:
Oh.
the people who are making the Fable game are the same people who are making Forza Horizons games, and
Oh, okay.
they're like the Forza Horizon games look beautiful, and the way they do like seasons and cycle seasons are really really cool, and I'm excited to see how that studio takes on Fable. And then the another cool thing about the Bethesda deal coming over and buying all these studios is even if the studio, like 2 studios never worked together before, they're like Bethesda said in their conference, like we're looking to help other people. Like if we do something in our game that people like that we do, we'll help you put it in your game. Like and we'll send our best people to go over to your game to help you get done. And if you have something that you guys like that you want to add to our, like we can work with each other, which is going to help gaming production, game speed up. And you're going to see like right now you have Bethesda who is really good at those open RPGs, and now you have what the fuck's the other company now that makes they made the original Far Cry Vegas. They were working a little good shit.
I forget.
They're making the Avowed game. They're making a bunch of different games. I forget
I'm not good with companies. I
Yeah,
just
I'm
know.
terrible.
Yeah.
But you have the two biggest game companies in the world that do those open RPGs now under the same roof, which is super exciting to see for the future.
I wonder what new games they'll announce. Like brand new IPs. You know, they got something
There's
cooking.
tons. There's tons. And the big thing too is Xbox is kind of using the PlayStation narrative a little bit against them as well. Where for a while there, PlayStation, I know the Xbox kind of gets shit on for a while, but PlayStation kind of puts a lot of their chips in the Naughty Dog basket. If Naughty Dog doesn't make it, that's pretty much like the Naughty Dog games are the PlayStation heavy hitters, except for God of War and Horizon.
It's really only two. Uncharted and Last of Us.
But they're huge titles for them. Yeah. So they got those 4 titles that are very, very similar, just a little different when it comes to like the content, I guess. But they're still the same game where you open like kind of open worldish cinematic looking games. They're all the same narrative style. Horizon Zero Dawn.
Well, I mean, Battlefield and Call of Duty are the same.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that's
Yep.
their niche. They make those cinematic AAA games. That's like the PlayStation thing.
Yeah, they get a lot of good RPGs as well. I mean, that aren't.
But they both do.
Yeah.
That's like third party.
Yeah. But like
Yeah.
what's a huge RPG? I mean,
Final Fantasy.
Final
but
Fantasy. I
Final
play.
Fantasy's only exclusive for timed stuff. So that's why actually it's a good segue. So
Octopath Traveler, that was on the
yeah.
Yeah, Octopath is just Nintendo.
Game Pass. It's like, what's it called?
yeah.
Oh, is it coming on the Game Pass?
what
on.
is-
Oh, is it?
Or
Octopath,
was.
yeah.
Anyway, I know sometimes they take games off.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. That's right. You guys did say that. I forgot.
Final Fantasy's timed exclusive is coming up soon. As so is it ended a while ago. The Kingdom Hearts timed exclusive
Yeah.
ended.
What do
So
you mean?
so PlayStation pays a lot of money for
No,
that,
I know that part, but what about Kingdom Hearts? 'Cause
that
that's like the one game I play.
that exclusive that time thing is out.
3 was the newest one? Yeah. That's
Yeah.
on,
Yeah,
it's on
but that-
everything now.
No, I
Yeah.
was gonna say 3 wasn't exclusive.
It was timed for a long time on PlayStation.
Mhm.
Not number 3.
Yeah.
No,
Was
not
it?
number 3. I
It
got
had
it
a-
day 1.
Really?
It was 1 and 2 and all the handheld stuff.
I thought you're right.
Oh, yeah, that's
yeah.
correct.
You're right,
Because
you're
they
right.
Because we
put out-
waited
yeah.
years
What, the collection?
for number 3 to
Mhm.
come out.
Yeah, the
Yeah, and
collection
then
came
they
out.
would put out random editions
Yeah.
Yeah.
and stuff. But number
He's
3
right.
by itself was strictly across the board.
So
Yeah, I
Xbox
remember
is
that.
doing
Why
the
not?
same thing,
You know?
but
Mhm.
instead of doing just the timed, they're actually paying studios to not be like, we're not going to
Mhm.
buy your whole studio. We're just going to pay your studio for you to make us an exclusive
Right.
game. So IO Entertainment, who makes the Hitman games, has already been confirmed that they're making an Xbox exclusive game, which is kind of exciting to see what that can turn out to be.
I never liked the hit.
Obsidian, thank you, Con. Oh, yeah, it's a thank you,
Thank you,
Converse.
cunt.
Thank you, yeah, cunt. No, Obsidian,
Wow. We're going there.
That
Okay.
person's never gonna say nothing again.
We switched with Patreon, remember?
Yeah.
Obsidian. Thank you. I had a brain fart, but yeah, Obsidian and Bethesda are like they make those fucking huge open world beast games, so it's really exciting. But what do you have for Nintendo? I don't want to ruin your hard work there.
Thank you. It's a page and a half, but yeah, I did put some time into researching, so thank you. So as I said earlier, it's a 40-minute like workshop or however you want to describe it. I don't know what term to use. It starts at 9 a.m. on the 15th, and then afterwards, I think it's the following day. They're going to do 3 hours of straight gameplay on
Yeah.
their Nintendo Tree Hour Live or
Yeah.
House Live. Sorry, excuse me. Can't read my own
Which is going to
writing.
be terrible. I'm just letting you know right now.
Treehouse. Yeah.
The last time they did Treehouse, everyone was like, "We'll never watch that again."
I don't know.
Why would you watch
They
it?
suck people in for like they're going to put news.
Yeah, and they
then-
didn't.
And
They
fuck-
announced
yeah,
one person for Smash
And they-
Brothers.
people were pissed.
And it's like, well, why don't you just wait till it's all done? And it's
I mean,
like when Ronda used to have a fight. Like, I don't gotta pay money. I'll just wake up the next morning, watch the 1 minute fight.
Yeah.
on
yeah, that's
Facebook.
true. Yeah, for that situation. I mean, I might watch Breath of the Wild 2 gameplay. I'm not gonna lie to you.
If we get it.
Yeah, they didn't say. They just said 3 straight hours of gameplay. What kind of
Oh
gameplay?
no, the gameplay for that will be games that are probably already out.
Oh,
or games that they'll show off like indie games that they don't give a shit about.
Yeah.
They're
oh,
not-
that's gonna be annoying.
Like
Yeah,
here's all the new stuff that you can get now in Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Oh well, I would watch that.
You watch someone play Animal Crossing when you can just go play it right now.
Well, if they're showing like upcoming, so if anyone cares, I happen to be wearing a Brewster shirt. I've been waiting for Brewster to come to Animal Crossing since day 1 of Animal
Which one's
Crossing.
Brewster?
He's the little pigeon. He's a pigeon that you
The one that makes coffee.
Yes, that is him.
Oh, he's in it now.
No, he's not yet.
Oh.
I've been waiting. I'm very
So wait,
very upset. I
If
am
he's
very
not in it,
upset.
Where did he come from?
Oh
He was-
well,
he was in
he-
previous
yeah,
games.
how do we
he's in a
know that?
previous. So he's in a
Oh,
previous
see.
game.
Okay. For those people who are not Animal Crossing.
3 hours of Mario Golf.
I might watch that too. It's
Mario
very
Golf was
relaxing.
good, 3 hours.
Listen, I love
Yeah, but
Nintendo.
that
I
might
don't
be
care.
watching a real game.
White noise.
Yeah, it'd be like real golf.
Yeah.
What if it's real time minutes? Like
Yeah.
when you play the game, it lasts as long as a real game of golf.
Oh, I might not watch that then.
And,
I hate golf.
I'm really
I hate
excited
real
to-
life golf.
I'm really
Mario
excited to
is
buy
up.
Mario.
Mario's
Yeah,
up to
I'm
the
excited
button
for
right
that
now.
too. That's gonna be great.
Mario takes the swing. And it's
And
gone long there.
Wow.
Luigi's up next.
Bowser on a putt.
oh wait, he's going for Peach.
They're all
breaks a little to
yeah,
the left.
they're all running to the next hole. I almost said base.
Would Bowser
I don't know, the game
steal
looks fun.
Peach in this rendition of your
And then he's
announcement?
gonna jump down the hole and
And then you have somebody screaming in the background, "This is your home. Go on your home."
Yeah. And
Well, speaking of
Gets
golf,
gets out of
speaking
hand
of
quick.
golf and going down golf holes
Oh my.
into different universes,
my.
LeBron James is pretty free now.
Wait, oh, did they let him go because of his shenanigans?
No, he lost the game.
Oh, did
He
he?
has a lot of free time on his hands. He got eliminated from the playoffs.
Oh wow,
So
I'm
now he could-
Oh, I,
surprised.
was like, I don't understand.
He can go to Tiny. He's going to be in the new Space Jam. So
Oh, okay.
How does that relate to golf?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
They
it's
get on the
Michael
golf
Jordan
ball.
in the first one,
yeah,
like
Suck.
golf, and he gets
Oh.
pulled down the hole.
Yeah, he gets
Oh.
sucked into the hole.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't
So-
know.
good
goes
job,
to get his ball and they
That's what's gonna happen.
Oh, is that how he
They-
goes to Cartoon World?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of heat for LeBron right now.
Yeah, that's why I thought you were saying that he got let go because of his shenanigans.
There's like he was down like 10 points with like 4 minutes to go and just fucking quit. He was too busy fighting with the referee about a call. Been playing like literally like they brought the ball on the court and he was just walking. And he's like, "Give me the ball," and he just threw it. And he's like, "I'm not playing defense." Like
oh my god.
he pretty much like pouted and quit on the team.
Oh, I'm sure that team
Dude, I
was
would've-
pissed at
I would
him.
have fought him. If you're my teammate. You pull as much money as he pulls in, and you just like throw a hissy fit.
He's
I would've
grown ass man. too.
I would have fucking hit him with I would have Van Daminated him. I would have threw a chair at him and kicked it. But
I think he's as
One
old
man
as
does
me.
not a team make. All the other
True.
people, if they were losing, all the other people were losing too.
That's right.
yeah, but
Got to pull it together
Can't
for
blame
your
it on
team.
one person.
Absolutely.
No, but I'm sure they were running.
Yeah.
The rest of the team was running.
They
I'm
were
sure.
trying.
And I usually like LeBron, but this year he has me a little irritated. So
It's because he's the
moving
movie
on.
star now.
Yeah.
That's
Maybe he's
what it is.
he's just gonna
Yeah.
transition.
Maybe he's
like,
an alien.
He's probably like, I'm done. I'm a movie star now. And I usually like him. He does some good things for his community, but he's been a little.
I couldn't tell you what team he's on. I have no
I couldn't
idea.
either.
Well, you know what? He switches teams
The
a lot.
yellow one.
I would
don't
say
know.
sure does.
I would
He
say
is-
the Lakers.
It's not the
Yes.
Chicago
That's what I
Bulls.
thought.
Yeah.
He's on the
It's
Lakers.
not
That's
the
I know.
Bulls.
That's what I know.
Andy got
It
it
is
right. He's on the
Lakers.
Yeah.
That's
Is
what I
it the
thought.
Lakers?
It is
Bill,
the
Bill
Lakers.
said he'll be buying Mario Golf, and he hope has online, and he'll make a me player of Chubbs from Happy.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, there you go. I always pay.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
there's like a storyline, and you play it as the me person. I was like, I don't want to play as Mario or Peach or something. I don't want to be a me.
I always play as Peach, and that will not stop for this game. I don't care about the me.
Well, yeah,
Peach.
that's the storyline. You have to make a me person.
So
Oh,
is this
Yeah.
game?
I can't play as Peach.
Nope.
I'm
That's
sure
only-
you could probably like an exhibition, but on the story mode.
Yeah,
you have to play.
yeah.
You can make your character look like Peach, right?
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
I mean, I could, but now do I want to pay full price for a game I cannot play Peach?
you can.
Well, no,
yeah,
that's just the story mode.
yeah. In story mode, you have to be the me, but like
Yeah.
when you play like random games, I guess
Yeah.
you would that's what you call it.
I'm
you can
actually
be
happy
other
they
characters.
because Mario Tennis put a story mode in too, and I'm
Oh.
kind of glad they did because sometimes like games like Mario Kart where there's really no story mode, it's just like race these 4 tracks and try to get
You
all the
get
stars.
Yeah, get bored.
gets
quick.
bored.
Yeah,
But
Oh.
so I like that they're like, well, you can go race as much as you want, but here's a story mode they can kind of keep you busy as
yeah.
well.
It gives you more
Yeah.
things to do.
I'm into
So
that.
Yeah.
is this
Yeah.
actual golf or is it mini golf?
Real golf.
Real golf.
But they have a mode where you run real quick to the next
Okay.
hole, and you try to
Okay.
like hit it real quick.
Because I think
do.
a mini golf version
would
of
be fun.
Mario would be kind of cool. Like
It
where
would
the
be.
courses are absolutely insane though.
Yeah,
They
Not
yeah.
just
but
like
he hits it
we're going
so
to high
hard
school.
and so far.
I know, but
that
that's
it's
what we
almost like
do in
mini
real
golf.
life.
Yeah.
Yeah, like all kinds of crazy
Yeah.
obstacles and stuff.
Mario
through the
Golf for
windmill.
64 was absolutely.
There was one
It
for
was.
PlayStation, a mini golf game, PlayStation 1.
Yeah, Hot Shots.
Yeah, that's
I
yeah.
never
I think
played that
they
one.
made a couple of them.
Yeah, Hot Shots Golf and Mario Golf were like the 2 big golf games at the time because they were like,
No, mini golf game.
oh, mini golf.
Yeah, mini. There was
Oh.
a mini golf game.
Yeah. I'm really excited for Mario Golf. I just
I am too.
hope the online support is good because I know it took them forever to get the online support right for Mario Party. You couldn't play Mario Party with your friends for almost 2 years.
Yeah, online, which is kind of dumb.
Awful. But now that like you can, I do it all the time. Me and Alex play Mario
Right.
Party all the time.
Oh, that's
Pretty
great.
cool.
Did you see they put out a thing that said, "Would you pay $50 for a WarioWare game?"
No.
And then yeah, that's what I know. And then the guy's like, "Well, people
Ben
pay
would.
people paid $50 for 1-2 Switch."
Yeah.
I was like, "Got you there." I didn't buy it, but
I just hope that they add more boards to Mario Party.
No,
There's
there's not
only
enough.
4 boards.
Oh,
and
It was a little short.
There should
Yeah,
be
this
more.
time
it
around.
needs more boards.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
more
agree.
boards and maybe some more characters as well. And I would like the alpha changes to come back.
Yeah.
Per
All right, what else you got
level.
for your Nintendo news?
So they believe that these games will be discussed in Breath of the Wild 2, and they also predict that it will be so Breath of the Wild 2 will be released with the Switch Pro.
I would say that as well.
Yeah, I agree with that. I hope that they also have it
I
available.
disagree with
That's okay. I'm up for anything.
because that rumor we were supposed to get the Switch Pro yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah.
and
The
it didn't
The
happen.
Switch Pro is coming. 100%.
I don't think it's gonna be called Switch Pro.
They're just calling it that. They say that too.
I
They're
know a
just
lot of
calling
places
it
like
that.
the holders on the website. I think it's just gonna be bigger and
Yeah.
stronger battery life.
Yeah,
It is
I
gonna.
have some
And it
things on
might
here.
be 4K, but
It's gonna
like,
play 4K.
yeah,
Because the new Pokemon game that's coming out early next year is already saying if Nintendo were to enhance their screens,
Yeah.
we have the game can run in 4K. So they're already kind of throwing teasers out that their game can be upscaled
yeah,
for a possible new system.
yeah.
So they're putting their line out.
My thing is, it better be available because I don't have a 4K TV. My TV is like kind of old. It's a smart TV, but it's not like 4K.
Yeah, then you won't notice. That's why I didn't
Yeah.
buy a PlayStation Pro or an Xbox was the Series X because I don't have 4K TV, so I won't
Yeah.
notice the difference.
A lot
it's
of
not a big deal
of
for
that
me.
4K too isn't just getting it in 4K. So like if you own the brand new Xbox or the brand new PlayStation and you don't see the 4K, it's not always the deal breaker. Like when you can push 4K, you can do a lot more boundaries when it comes to frame rates. And your
Yeah.
frame rates are actually more important than your scale that's coming out. If you can run a game at 160 frames per second, but it only runs on 30 frames per second at 4K, you're going to have a better experience if you run it on the higher frame rate. So even if your new Nintendo Switch can't be visibly seen on your screen at 4K, if it can push the higher frame rates to make your games run better,
Yeah,
it's going to be more beneficial for
Yeah.
you as a gamer, as well as loading times. If they put
Yeah.
a stronger
which
system
but
out,
that's one thing the Switch doesn't have any problem.
doesn't have any
Yeah,
issues.
no,
with
it's
loading
great.
because it's a cartridge.
Super
so it
fast.
just-
Yeah.
It's the only system that you don't have to
Yeah.
download for 7 hours.
yeah, that's true.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
I don't know. I just got back from vacation and I have to update like all my games now.
Oh, it does that, but usually the Switch is pretty like
Yeah.
bloop.
I downloaded. I had to do an update for the Switch. Guess what? 2 seconds.
Was
Yeah.
it?
Xbox 7 hours.
Yeah.
They're bigger.
And not
And-
just
unless you turn your
Yeah, but that's
your-
not my point.
yeah.
I don't care about the fucking loading screen. Give me back my game. I don't want to spend 7 hours.
Nintendo
waiting.
when they give you a game,
agree
they
with
give you a
that.
finished game. Where
Yeah.
a lot of those games that you're probably updating for Xbox are like the Call of Duties and your Fortnites.
Yeah.
They're adding. They're
Too
adding
much.
another 4 games into your thing, and you're
That's
updating.
great. I don't
Yeah.
care.
Yeah.
Give me a disc that doesn't update, and I'm happy.
I
Yeah.
don't want that. I want constant game for refreshing.
That's why I have the PlayStation 2 still hooked up
Yeah.
because load time or whatever. But
Like-
it's all there.
You don't
Like-
got update. No updates
Yeah.
of that.
Nope, it's
like,
good to
like If
go.
Mario Kart was like, hey, we're gonna give you a 4 gig update, and we're gonna add 16 more tracks and 3 new racers. I'm for it.
4 gigs.
Yeah.
Great. 120 gigs an update? No.
Yeah, Call of Duty. Yeah,
There's no way that is
Why I
needed
don't play Call of Duty.
whatsoever.
A lot of those
One of them.
updates are to fix the glitches that people find on the
They
map.
shouldn't have it to start with.
that's true.
Do people find ways?
But take your time.
Yeah.
Don't release a game every 2 seconds.
People-
Yeah, Bethesda.
People find cheats in
Yeah,
Mario all the
slow
time.
down.
That's
Mario
fine.
Karts and Mario's.
But you know what? Again, sure, cheats in Mario, but there's not 120 gigs. Fix up.
they don't fix them.
Yeah, like
That's okay.
Nintendo
Cyberpunk.
does. Yeah, Nintendo had to fix Animal Crossing cheats several times.
Oh, really?
They
Oh,
did,
they're,
yeah.
They're duplicating. Yeah, someone was
Yeah.
duplicating.
Yeah, they did. It's Animal Crossing, but they still had to fix it.
How,
So.
how big of a loser do you have to be?
The cheat
Cheat
animal.
at Animal
Cheat at Animal
Crossing,
Crossing.
I don't know.
Oh, they do
Probably
it.
at the same level of someone who would buy all the Pokemon on eBay.
Nah, I don't, who the fuck would do that?
Anyway, moving off of that note, so my only thing is I hope that these new games can be played on the original Switch because I have no
They will.
desire
They-
to
they will
move up
because
to my pro, move up to a pro.
That would be too confusing for people. Hey,
Yeah.
I want the new Mario game. Oh, you have the Switch, right? Well, parents don't know, and they buy it. Oh, this doesn't work on this one. Well, it says it works, so yeah, they will. They just won't be as graphically pretty.
I will say
I don't
this:
care
if
about
this
that.
holiday season they release, the PS5 is also out and a new Switch Pro, I would probably go Switch Pro before I go PS5.
Yeah.
See,
I
don't
say
think I
support
really
Nintendo.
have a need
support
to buy
Nintendo.
a Switch.
A
Pro?
bigger Joy Cons would be a big seller for me.
I mean,
I'm good with my
I like the Pro controller. So.
What if
Not
they
really.
had them compatible with the old one, and you could just buy the Joy-Cons?
Oh yeah, there you go.
And you don't need a whole new system.
So you just have these big things.
Yeah.
But you can buy big ones that like third party that are
Oh, really?
You
Yeah.
could, yeah, you could.
because as long as they fit in the
As
thing.
long as they don't fucking
You know?
drift.
Yeah, I hardly ever play the Switch in handheld mode. So
Oh yeah, I leave mine on my TV. And
I love
got,
the Pro controller. I think it's the best
It
controller
is.
going.
I got that pink
shaped like an
and green
Xbox.
Joy-Cons,
different.
and they don't drift as much. So I don't know if I just got lucky, but the
Yeah.
pink and green Joy-Cons don't really drift.
Yeah.
And I got them
I still
last
have
year.
my original ones that don't. So it's just
Yeah, mine weren't
some
that
do
bad
and some
either.
don't.
Yeah, mine weren't that bad either.
I took mine
just-
apart and made them purple. So
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
What are the
I-
games you got?
Okay. So, Metroid Prime 4, possible new Mario will be announced. They're going to celebrate the 35th anniversary of Zelda.
I don't see
Yeah.
the Mario game.
I don't. Not this year.
Yeah.
This year is gonna be the focus on Zelda. I feel.
Well, this is just what they're throwing out there.
Yeah.
Bayonetta 3. And they want to focus on the new software released during this year, though.
I don't see Bayonetta 3 either. They haven't said anything about that in like 2 years.
I
I think-
know.
No,
think-
no,
What
I think it
they're
was
throwing around.
2017.
I think next year. I don't know if there's any
Ooh.
anniversaries next year, but I think next year is gonna be the Metroid year, and this year they're gonna finish off this year with Zelda stuff.
They did rumor maybe a 2D Metroid.
Okay.
So I can see that because that's not it.
I think you're gonna get.
Or they'll port over that one they just put out for the 3DS not too long ago.
I
That's
think you're gonna
probably
get some
2 years ago.
remasters of Zelda. I think those HD remasters you'll see like they'll
A collection.
they'll put those out as a
That would be
collection.
nice.
I think
I
you're gonna
hope
get
so.
2 Zelda collections.
I would love that.
You know, I don't even think they're gonna do one because they just don't care. I think you're getting Skyward Sword, and that's it.
I
They
think
better
they're-
do
I think
more.
they're gonna give you the HD remakes they've already made, and the ones like for the Nintendo, like the ones that people want. I think they're gonna put them either on digital or they're gonna do
Yeah.
a limited release style
Like
game,
Mario.
like Mario 3D
Yeah.
All Stars. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll get Ocarina of Time and probably Majora's Mask.
There's a rumor as well of a possible new Donkey Kong game.
I have heard that.
They
That's
should do
not on
that.
here, but I have
They
heard
have-
of that.
They have many franchises they're not using.
Yeah, they should bring back Donkey Kong. They should bring back Star Fox, and I personally would love a new Earthbound or at least a remaster of the original Earthbound. That's a very popular
It's gonna
game. I
sound
don't.
really stupid.
Or make it downloadable.
Yes, make it downloadable.
I want a
great
Dr.
game.
Mario game.
I would play that.
They only did what, 2?
I like those puzzle games.
So wait, you're telling me Dr. Mario had less games than Mary Kate and Ashley?
Yes.
Yes.
It actually had like 17
Oh,
games.
believe me, I know. I got
Yeah,
a
they
stupid
got the
box
box. Yeah.
that was filled with them.
Yeah.
And they're awful.
Yeah.
They're all awful.
Another good.
Now, an Elizabeth Olsen game, I'd play that.
Yes, that would be good. I don't know if anybody else remembers this, but speaking of puzzle games, did anyone ever play Yoshi's Cookie besides myself
Yeah.
and my mom? I would
Mhm.
love another Yoshi's Cookie.
See, I get bored real quick in them games, especially the old ones because it's just the same thing.
Yeah.
I like them. They're kind of peaceful.
I have
Yeah.
my prediction that I've been saying forever on this podcast. I think you will see a possible Nintendo getting Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah, I actually kind of think that now too. I keep seeing more and more
Absolutely
about
not.
it. I mean, it would be weird because Nintendo doesn't collab with anybody, but maybe. I'm okay with it if I get Fable.
Xbox and Nintendo have been collabing though.
I know they have, yeah. Oh, I would love Banjo Kazooie too.
I think that's gonna be part of the deal.
I would love Banjo Kazooie so much.
I think Rare is working on that. I think you're gonna get Banjo Kazooie for both systems.
That would be great.
Yeah,
That's a great
and I
game.
think you
Very
might- I
underrated.
think you might get Master Chief if you get Game Pass on Nintendo. You're gonna see Master Chief in Super Smash.
I could see him
I
in
thought he was
Smash
there
Brothers
already.
anyway.
Yeah, I thought he was there already.
Not yet. No.
Oh, okay.
I could see him on Smash Brothers. No Game Pass.
Nintendo really Xbox wants to get into that Japanese market.
They
and the
really
the best
do.
way to do it is put your Game Pass on on that system so people can access it.
It doesn't mean Nintendo will give them anything back though, but good faith, you probably should. But Nintendo's so stingy.
Well,
I think Nintendo.
why would Nintendo want? If it's a third-party game, right,
Just Banjo Kazooie.
and it goes on Game Pass, Nintendo doesn't make any money if you play it on Game Pass rather than buy the Switch game.
I
would
don't
have
think you're going to get.
I mean,
a
yeah,
game-
you as the person makes out, but Nintendo doesn't make out.
They would have to get a cut of that. I agree.
Mm.
I think Nintendo will get tech. I think this is what I said a while ago. I think what Xbox's bargaining chip Nintendo's going to be is software or technology that would help the Nintendo out in the long run when it comes.
Yeah,
to
but
like-
I'm saying, Assassin's Creed's on Game Pass day one.
yes,
Nintendo doesn't make anything off that.
no.
So why would they want Game Pass on that?
The thing you have to do right now with Assassin's Creed, a lot of those games can't play on Switch unless they do the streaming thing.
Yeah, but Nintendo doesn't make anything.
I understand, but they want people to play the games on their Switch, right? But a lot
Well,
of a lot.
No,
there's-
Nintendo doesn't want that. They don't want making money.
But there's
Yeah.
there's a lot of games you can't play on your
I-
Switch right now because
I
your
know.
system can't handle it.
But if I'm Nintendo and you can't play that game, but if that game comes on the system, but I don't make the money, I don't give a shit
yeah,
because I'm not making any money.
what I'm saying is you're getting the
What
ability.
if they double the price?
What do you mean?
Oh boy!
Game Pass to have it on the Switch.
Oh, you pay extra. You pay your.
It's like $30 a month because you have it on the Switch, so that Xbox gets their 15 and you get the 15.
yeah,
I
or
don't
like
think- that'll-
or like
they'll change
Netflix
the
where
price.
there's two.
or
pay for
two
more
separate.
accounts.
Yeah,
Where it's
Nintendo.
like you have to
need-
pay it through Nintendo.
Oh
and pay
yeah,
through
Nintendo
Xbox.
would have to make a cut if that would go through, because if else they don't benefit.
Yeah, they're not going to do something for free.
Like I said,
agree
I
with
think the
that.
benefit's going to be that Xbox is going to give them technology.
But
to
that's a
help.
one-time deal though. And then Xbox makes all the money, and Nintendo only gets that one thing.
I think there's going to be behind the scene, closed door scene. Like I think that going into the Switch Pro, I think probably some of their technology Xbox will probably help. Probably has helped.
I know, but here's your technology, and then Xbox continues to make money off Game Pass, and Nintendo doesn't make any money.
What I'm saying is that now you can turn around and say, if you want to play this new game,
Yeah.
that it's on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC,
Yeah.
you can now play it from your handheld.
I know, but
system.
Nintendo's not making any money. So how
But
do they
yeah,
benefit?
I would think they would.
But
take
you're
a
getting
cut,
the
though.
benefit of people
Okay.
on
Yeah,
your
you
system.
are getting it. Nintendo isn't.
Yeah, Nintendo as
Okay,
a corporation.
but
they need
Nintendo's
to
not
make
making no
money.
money
So
here.
if you're on your Nintendo and you
Yes.
say I can't play this game, you now put your Nintendo down to go and play it somewhere else.
Yes, but
You want your
but
system in
why does
someone's hand
Nintendo care if they're not making any money?
because they're caring because their system's being put down to go play the new AAA game somewhere else.
Yeah, but they're not making. But even if it is, they're still not making money. You already own the Switch. They got you.
I understand, but if you're on a Nintendo,
Yes.
you're on
Maybe
a Nintendo,
not,
or
though.
you're on your phone.
Yeah.
Maybe you won't buy
don't.
it.
But all right, so this
So-
is the thing. They've never had a handheld Xbox.
Yeah.
No.
So that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So if you want to play it, your stuff on the go, they're going to force you to buy a Switch,
But
and then
you-
they make out.
yeah, you
buying the
need
Switch.
internet. But
Mm.
yeah, then if you buy the Switch.
Well, now you don't even need the Switch to do that handheld for Xbox.
No. I'm just saying, like, if they did something in the future where
Yeah.
it was like a crossover to help benefit Nintendo,
Yes,
Yeah.
it's
the
their
bene-
version of an Xbox.
because Nintendo isn't
handheld.
benefit in this scenario.
The bene-
Xbox is.
the benefit is now when you want to go on your Game Pass, you want to go on your if you're going to buy something or purchase anything
Uh-huh.
and you're holding your physical Nintendo,
Yes.
you're going to be on their marketplace. You're going to
Uh-huh.
be seeing like if you're not holding your physical Nintendo, you're more likely to go make an impulse buy if you're holding an
I know,
Xbox controller.
But if you're gonna go buy that, right? They're still not making money.
I think
I would think they would
You
take
know,
a cut.
They're not making
just
money either
gonna-
way.
Yeah,
would
Xbox would
think
even
they
say,
would
"Hey,
have
we'll
some
give you
sort of
X
a
amount of
cut.
money."
They have
for
to give a
keeping-"
cut
Yeah.
because
They-
it doesn't matter if you put it down because they're still not making money. And if
Okay,
you still
but
hold it, they're still not making money.
What
Yeah.
if you don't have an Xbox? We're living in a world where we have both systems.
You don't.
yeah,
so-
not everybody can
No,
get
but
both.
I guess what I'm saying is, you have to get the subscription from somewhere.
Absolutely.
So I have a feeling it's going to be you pay $15 from Xbox, and if you want it for the Switch, you pay the same price.
No, I don't think so at all. Because the
But
way
you
that
could just sign up for Game Pass.
anywhere,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't need an Xbox.
your
right?
Game Pass right now is
Yeah, but I guess
literally
like if you didn't have an Xbox, why would you sign up for it? I guess is my point.
'Cause you play on
I see what you're
computer.
saying.
'cause
Okay, but let's say you didn't have that.
Yeah,
The-
then you wouldn't.
like, that's what I
with the
mean.
need. Yeah.
why
So if
do
you're
you
gonna
why do you
pick
have why do you have Netflix?
To watch my movie that just came out.
Sure. So if you want to play 9 games that are out right now and all of them are on one platform,
Okay, but I guess my point is if you're starting from scratch,
Yeah.
right? Nintendo has it, and you have a younger kid,
Mhm.
or you have an Xbox has it. Which system are you going for? They both have Game Pass, though.
Yeah.
Who are you going to pay for the
Nintendo's
system?
gonna get
You're
it.
going to get Nintendo, and they're going to get their subscription through
absolutely.
the Nintendo.
So
But
now,
Not
Xbox,
Xbox.
Yeah.
isn't making it.
Right.
so what I said before before the systems even dropped when we were talking about the build up, Xbox is sure they want to sell consoles, but their overall goal here is to sell the Game Pass subscription.
Hmm.
So Xbox doesn't have a handheld system because this is your new handheld system. They're making things that literally like a switch will click on the side of your controllers. There's a thing you hold your phone and you hold an Xbox controller.
I'll never do that. But
They're
Yeah,
doing-
yeah. I see
they're-
that. I would never do that either.
I have the controller that mounts like there's a thing that holds and you literally hold the controller and you're watching it through your
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah.
It works really nice.
I'm sure
um,
it does. I just-
You're having
Yeah, I would never.
you're having people now that you could play your Game Pass through web browsers, so you can just go on your laptop anywhere in the world, log into your thing, and you can play it right from a web browser. They're working on it through TVs. So if your TV has a web browser, you can play Game Pass.
Interesting.
They're making the game like their overall goal is getting people on Game Pass. So even if and their wording that they've been saying is you want to play the newest Bethesda games. You're not getting them because they're exclusive to Xbox, but they're exclusive to anyone that can play the Game Pass subscription. I'm not saying that Nintendo is not a threat to Microsoft, but they're more willing to work with competitors than Xbox is willing. Sony and Xbox are willing to work together, is what I'm saying. So
Oh,
if
they're
Xbox-
all competitors.
yes,
Mhm.
but Xbox and Sony have in the past
Yeah.
have recently have been working together. Like Xbox has been giving them games, so Nintendo has been saying, "Hey, some third-party games that are exclusive to Japan."
Well, third party's different.
Yeah, but I'm saying that those relationships are still there.
Well, that's not. If I'm Capcom, Nintendo doesn't boss me around.
Yes, but there is certain companies that like will listen to what Nintendo has to say or what the Xbox has to say.
But
It depends on the
they don't
business
have-
relationship.
Yeah, absolutely.
And,
Like,
and cultural customs and things like that.
Yeah.
Japan's very big on that.
and it's
So
all
what-
in all respect. It comes down to respect.
Yes,
yeah.
Japan's very big on that.
So
And so is
it-
Nintendo.
So
yeah.
if like the game that comes out like Octopath Traveler or Persona is like Nintendo, are you guys cool with us? Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead. We have that like there's that respect thing, and I think that's what you're seeing because Xbox and Nintendo have been They were the first ones to do the cross-platform together, and kind of forced PlayStation to jump in on it because it was like these two things are doing it and they're not. So it's gonna be really interesting to see.
So how
Yeah.
are you doing Game Pass if there's all these updates?
You know what I mean,
You can just do it on anything.
there is no updates if you're on Game Pass
How? How's that possible?
because you're just streaming it like a movie. You're streaming the game to the
So you're
web.
not, yeah, so if you don't have internet, you're fucked.
Yeah, you need a stronger internet connection. You need a decent internet connection to do it.
Okay, well that's a horrible business plan then.
Yeah, my internet
If,
sucks.
if your internet goes out, or some places
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
rains, the internet goes bad. and
Yep.
Your wires are underground.
And the only thing I
Yeah.
don't like is sometimes they take games away. I mean,
Right.
you could buy the game, right? And
Yeah.
Yeah,
download
you
it,
do
which is good.
get a discount off of games for
Yeah,
being the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing with the Game Pass too is I think they're integrating it so if you own a game, if you physically own a game,
Mm.
even if you don't have Game Pass, you technically own it under their system, so you can boot up your game and all your save files. Game Pass isn't the end all be
Okay,
all to play the game,
but
but it's an alternative way to do it.
If that is the case and it like saves it somewhere, where does it go? Do you have to pay for cloud
No.
space?
Part of your cloud thing. You're not playing for cloud right now, is it on Xbox?
Yeah, but at some point they're gonna put a tag on it.
I've been you've been an Xbox user for over 10 years. They've never charged you for cloud. If you turn on a 360 game that you played back in the day on 360, it'll recognize your download
Right,
and put it
I'm
on your
saying,
Xbox
like,
One.
On your if you're moving to a computer or
It's all
like,
under
just
the
on
same
a
thing.
random browser.
I guess it's under your Game Pass
Login.
file.
So how does that work?
That's on their end.
Because a save file for a game isn't huge.
It's on their end. You go to their server.
Right.
You're
It's
not
like,
saving-
like when you play a MMO. Like
You're not
the save isn't
saving the
on
whole
your
game. You're
computer.
just saving the save file.
Yeah, it's on their end. So I guess with the monthly fee.
I feel like that's worse.
What do you mean?
Well, yeah,
All
if
around.
their server gets hacked or something, yeah, your save's done.
There's no protection.
Sure there is.
And if you like we were saying, if you have shitty internet, you can't even fucking play.
Yeah,
the
that's what
game.
sucks.
You're
Yeah.
gonna glitch out.
Then you probably wouldn't even be able to play.
Yeah.
I think the long-term goal is I think they're kind of banking on internet to get better and providers to get better internet and stuff like that.
I mean,
They
that's
say
true. But
they do, and they raise the price, but they don't get better.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great. I would love
a lot of people still have
direct
direct TV when it rains. You can't watch
yeah.
TV.
Very true.
or Verizon when it rains,
Yeah.
when it's cloudy, when it's windy.
I mean, that's
When it's sunny.
when
yeah.
it's sunny, it goes out.
I hate
Welcome to my
Verizon.
world, Verizon. Yes, I hate Verizon. Get your fancy internet to Schuylkill County, please.
Yeah, the FiOS, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
BIOS. It's only
Yeah.
in Philly
I have
right now.
AT&T in some areas. It's funny. I mean,
I think a lot of people are
phone.
really
Yeah.
using their Wi-Fi data, like the 5G. Because if you have 5G, you can play your Xbox, no problem. But the problem is you're going to get charged.
But there's a charge somewhere,
Yeah.
right? That's gonna screw you.
It's probably
So-
included in your.
Yeah, I see what Nikolai's
charges.
saying. If you buy a game, you play it. You don't have to be
Yeah,
online.
Game Pass. Game Pass isn't your end all be all way of playing a game.
Right.
But if you're at home on your Switch and you're already on the internet, you can play your game at
Right.
home. Yeah. But you don't need to go buy a $500 Xbox to
So
play an Xbox
does that
game.
mean that they're gonna come out with switches that are it's like iPads where you pay for a subscription to have internet access all the time? Has its own like hotspot.
I would say
yeah,
no because
As a pro.
like a cell phone.
Yeah.
because they tried that with Vita and no one went for it.
It's not listed here.
Yeah,
They have-
although Vita was not popular.
yeah.
But they tried to make a
And
Vita. that-
Engage, remember that?
yeah, because they tried to make a version of the Vita that had internet access, like and
Right,
you
you
put
pay
it
for your
you
own.
put it on your AT&T bill,
Oh wow,
and it didn't go over very well.
no, the system wasn't good.
Yeah, they have some 7-inch OLED display. Don't know what that is.
Oh, a bigger so the Switch itself will be bigger
Oh, he's
Oh.
saying it's actually Donkey Kong's anniversary this year too. I did not know
Oh,
that.
there's a
that's
lot.
great.
because it's what 35 years.
Yeah,
We're getting bongos. I
Yeah,
think.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
Bongo
would love
game.
that.
I loved the bongo game.
I never played that.
I never did either.
I have it. I try to put it on my new TV, and there's too much
it wa-
latency.
Yeah, it won't work with the It's designed for the CTR,
Yeah.
CTV. Sorry.
And they think it's going to have a Nvidia chip and DLSS support in this new Switch, whatever those things are. I'm not
Yeah.
good with that stuff.
It's
but-
a graphics.
processing,
It's a
yeah,
graphics
graphics,
processor.
yeah.
okay. Yeah, that's like above
Stronger.
me. Yeah.
Stronger and bigger. bigger storage, you would think.
Yeah.
That's all that I
That's
got
about
on
it,
the tech.
really.
Yeah, that's all that I got on the tech. And they also think that they're going to announce the actual date for Zelda this year.
I
And
think
then-
you will get a date when it comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Everyone's
don't think it's this year.
I hope
everyone's
it's this year.
scrambling. Everyone's scrambling to get games out right now.
Yeah, and then
But everyone's behind from not working last year, lockdowns and
True.
stuff.
It's
Set a lot of people
it's gonna be
back.
very, very interesting to see 2020. I made a bet with the guy at my job. I said, "Who do you think has more exclusive games next year, Xbox or PlayStation?"
I don't know. Flip a
I-
coin.
I
I'd say
think
Flip a coin.
PlayStation.
I think Xbox dominates putting games out next year.
They have
They-
all those games that were mentioned last year for PlayStation that have yet to come out.
Yeah.
That look good.
I mean, it's hard to say when nothing's announced.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I just can't see.
I would say Nintendo.
I can't see a world
Probably
where,
Nintendo,
where
actually.
Xbox triples their number of studios to put games out,
Yeah.
and they don't produce more.
They also mentioned Splatoon 3 and that Project Triangle game, which is the sequel to Octopath, are going to come out this year
Role
too.
playing. I can maybe see Splatoon 3 because
Splatoon
2
be
was
good,
out.
but they got to get a better online service.
Oh, was that? I played a little bit online. It wasn't bad, but I didn't
Yeah.
play it. I didn't go heavy or nothing.
That's the
I can
biggest
see
thing with
that coming
Nintendo.
out.
They need to get a better online service. Like,
You-
and that might be a benefit too. That Xbox maybe helps Nintendo out. Like, hey, we'll help you with a little better online, so you can actually
Oh,
people can
fucking-
play online together.
Anybody get help with it a little better. How about be able to send a message to people?
Oh, yeah, their messaging system. That's
How-
my only complaint.
How about have a different name than a fucking friend code?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or the fact I have to use my phone to party chat, voice chat with.
Yeah,
somebody
that's
else.
that's
that's-
ridiculous.
Yeah, they need to find a different way to do that.
We play Animal Crossing. We would just all join a Facebook call
Yes.
and talk to each other and play Animal
And
Crossing.
you shouldn't have to. You should. But there is no headset for Nintendo, as far as I know. Right? Oh, because there's no voice chat, right?
There is a Nintendo headset because Mark asked me to go looking for it, but everybody sells out of it.
It's a headset that can give you the audio, like a pair of headphones, but it doesn't have
Oh.
a microphone on.
Oh, it doesn't have. I
Yeah,
thought it
because
did.
there's no program to
Yeah,
talk.
there's no voice program inside the
Oh.
system itself.
Okay.
See, but
never
I don't
mind
think
then.
like a Switch
When
probably
you
wouldn't have
buy,
that.
so I think what they do is when you buy the game, I think with a headset it comes with a splitter. So when you put the audio into your system so you can hear the game, and then the splitter goes to your phone. So when the voice chat goes to your phone, it goes into the same
oh,
mix
glad
as the
that's
headphones.
complicated.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a
I
lot.
think that's what they do. I
Oh,
could be
thank
wrong.
you.
It's a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's weird. I'll just get on Facebook chat like we were before
Yeah.
and just chat with each other because
Um,
it's easier. That's all I have really. Oh, and the other game that's definite is Game Builder Garage,
Oh,
which is where
they-
you make your own games.
Yeah, they've already announced that.
Yeah,
I
that's
think that'll be out this year. It looks like it might be a little too complicated.
Oh, it
Oh.
sounded at first like you just built
Yeah.
a garage.
No, which would be kind of fun.
Because that's the kind of world we live in. Where you
Yeah.
have ice road trucker games. You got fucking flip your own houses.
Farming simulator.
Yeah,
Bus
dude.
simulator.
I
Why
love
not
farming
build a garage?
simulators.
No,
Harvest Moon is great.
the newest one that I want to play. It sounds. I'm telling you,
I
it's
heard it
one-
was a real stupid. I forget what it was. It was real
power
stupid.
washer simulator.
Oh,
What
God.
the hell is that?
Why do you like
You
these
take a
games?
Wash houses.
You literally have you ever seen videos online of people power washing decks and stuff?
You know you could
I
just
would
go
not
out
do
and
that.
do
No,
that, right?
I have
They-
no
you know
desire
you
to
could-
watch that.
You can come
could-
power wash my house.
If
You
you
could,
buy, if someone buys me a power washer, I'll power wash the whole neighborhood.
But how much does this game cost? How much does this game cost?
Probably like $40.
$40? Okay, let me see how much power wash costs.
Probably like 150.
Yeah, but then you're using your water too.
yeah.
You can use my water. It's fine. my
Anyway.
my house needs to be
Tho-
a
those-
good scrubbing.
Those
So-
simulator games are just such a good there's an itch that I need and something about painting a house in
Oh,
a
God.
fucking video game just scratches that itch for me. And I seen that power washer game and I was like, I fucking want to play that
Ooh.
so bad. Just
I have absolutely no interest.
No, thank you.
I'd rather take a nap.
oh my god! If I'm the only one, please tell me. but,
Clean that
I think
dirty
so.
house. No.
Yeah.
I think
Oh.
you're the only one.
Even in Mario Sunshine, when there's a bunch of paint, like, oh, fucking
Oh,
hairspray
Oh,
on
I
this
like
paint.
that.
off.
I liked it then,
So-
but there was purposes.
Do you run out of water
No.
in this and you have to go to a little tank and fill back up?
You should. It's very inaccurate.
You
No,
connect with the hose.
Connect with the hose.
No,
Oh.
that's not. It
There was
was
a-
they charge you for water.
There
Oh.
was another game that was real stupid, like a simulator that I seen. I was like, oh my god.
Did you ever see the off-road trucking game I've played for a while?
Mud
I
Runner.
did see that.
Yeah, no,
I don't like that either.
Snow Runner, it was
Mm-mm.
called.
Yeah, that's like the sequel to Mud Runner.
Yeah.
It's real slow and you just
Oh.
drive a big truck.
Nope.
You like that?
So much fun.
My friend likes trucks and he goes, this game is awful.
Dude, it's one of those. It is. I'm not gonna lie. It's a dumb game, but I started playing it and I was fucking hooked.
Oh my
You're like,
god.
I'm stuck in the mud, and you're fucking toe hitching. But here's the thing: I am such not a manly dude like that. Like I'm not into fixing houses or cars. But if it's like a simulator game, like on a phone or on a, I'm all about it.
I've watched videos of that game and
Yeah.
Now,
it is
No,
not
yeah,
good.
I don't like it.
I could understand if it had a helmet with it and you were actually like,
Oh,
in that
VR,
world.
yeah,
Yeah,
like,
VR.
you VR it
Mhm.
and power wash and stuff. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, like Oculus.
But just to put your controller, be like, I got just. fucking
So
go outside.
I'm saving up money on my, like, we have like these bonus money account in our
Mm.
job, and it's every time, every now and then, if the company does good, they throw a couple bucks in this account, and I'm up to like $280 in it. And when I hit like 400, I'm pulling out. I think I'm getting like the Oculus, like the $300
Oh, it's
Oculus.
fun.
Oh,
Yeah, you'll
boy.
like it.
Oh, it looks so much fun. But you have to get the expensive one with a bigger hard drive, because some of the, if you buy like a lower Oculus, you can't put half the games on it. Like there's a zombie game that you like walk around and you have the things.
You have
and
to
you're
put
like,
you have to download the game
Is
to
that
it.
the one
Yeah.
I
Oh,
played?
that's stupid.
I
I
think
thought
I-
you just plugged in like a controller.
I can't remember what one.
No, I
I
have-
played.
I don't know. I never messed
yeah,
with one.
yeah, the way you pay more for the hard drive space in it. And
dumb.
some of the games, like some of the Oculus is like when you just put your phone into it, your phone can't handle those big games, so you can't play half of them. So you can only play like the small, like Beat Sabers and stuff.
Oh god.
I played a little bit of the VR, and I was like, this is pretty fucking cool.
It is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully you're not doing power washing in your
Oh.
Oculus.
She'll come home and I'll be in my underwear, just
what the hell are you doing?
the whole house is dirty around me, and I'm like, this house looks fucking good.
Do you have to use the controller, or can you hold an actual like power wash?
You
or,
do
like,
those
maybe
little
what they do with the
handheld
Wii,
things.
where you stick your little
Oh.
handheld
Mhm.
thing in, and you actually have
Oh,
it.
yeah, like a gun.
like a power washer gun.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that'd be beautiful.
Extra accessories.
Oh my
Some of the
God.
other thing you might see more of in Nintendo is the Diamond and Pearl remakes, as well as
yes.
the Pokemon Legends.
Mhm.
How do you say that game?
Oh,
Acers, Arcus.
oh, I used to know.
Arceus or Arceus?
I think it's like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Ubisoft. Some of the rumors.
Well, what
is,
did they? What were the ones that were announced? That's what Pearl and Diamond were announced.
Just
Yeah,
Pearl
they
and
were
Diamond.
November.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's rumors about I shared on the page about some other.
Oh
Gold
yeah.
and silver.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be good
I
if
would
they
say
come
not
out.
until these ones come
Yeah.
out. And
I think Gold and silver
Couple
would be
months
fun,
after,
but
yeah.
Are these ones that they're coming out with physical?
Yes.
Or are they
Yes.
just digital.
Yes.
physical.
I pre-ordered Pearl.
I always get the both because I collect them both. So Ubisoft. Let's get rumors for Ubisoft is it's been a while since you've seen a Konami Silent Hill game, so that's kind of I guess rumored or hoping for. Ubisoft is also Far Cry 6 is coming out. You might get a better look at Rainbow Six Parasite, which is supposed to be big. Skull and Bones and Beyond Good and Evil 2.
oh, that one, that game's been they've been making that for years.
Yep. Take Two Interactive, which is your GTAs, your Rockstars.
No,
It
it is?
probably yeah. Take Two Interactive is the main company who owns Rockstar.
Oh, I know that.
I didn't know that either.
GTA 6 is you're probably not gonna get anything about that.
Nah.
You're gonna see GTA 5 remasters
Again.
but here's the thing that
Oh my
excites.
God.
Here's the only
But
thing that
it
excites
still
me about that.
sells.
Yeah. Here's the only thing that excites me about that. Have you seen GTA 5 on high-end gaming PCs?
No, I just want the new one.
It looks really, really good.
It's the same game.
It's the same game, but when they
care how good it
when they
is.
can
Yeah.
turn those textures up, it
Just get me
looks
the new one.
It's still
looks
doing the same
nice.
thing. I mean, it
Yeah.
looks nice.
I mean, it's good that it looks nice, but
Yeah.
I kind of want the new one now. This is the
I
new,
don't care if it was
5 years.
8-bit. You know, if I already played it.
Yeah, I think
Let's
GTA.
move on to the
I,
new one.
I think GTA is gonna wait until everyone has the new systems.
So 6 more years.
I, mean,
Yeah.
I would say
God,
next
again?
year or the year after.
Better
would-
be next year.
Yeah.
I'm excited about the rumored female lead.
Protagonist, yeah.
Yeah.
BioShock 4 rumored. Warner Brothers. You have Suicide Squad game, the
Oh, yeah, that-
Justice League Gotham Knights game, and the Hogwarts Legacy game.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah,
then
I'm
they
waiting for
have
that
all
one.
been announced. They just haven't really shown anything.
Yes. We might get release dates or when they're going to drop. You have Square Enix, which is the Final Fantasy 16 for Spoken, Life is Strange, True Colors, Marvel's Avengers, which is
DLC.
the
for it.
Black Panther
Yeah,
expansion,
who cares? The game's
and
over.
Final
Marvel.
Fantasy 7 Remake Part 2.
When? I need that date right now.
Well, you
Right
will
now.
get it at E3 weekend and you'll like it.
And
The
they better
Forsaken's
have
a
it.
new game. It looks pretty good.
Yeah. EA, Madden, FIFA, Battlefield, Sims 5, Apex Legends.
So with these date
Same old, same old.
announcements, have they ever gone to it where you're like super excited about this date and they're just like 2022 and that's it?
If they say
No
that's a
dates,
Final
no nothing, it's
Fantasy,
just-
Yeah, sometimes they do.
People think I'm throwing shots again, but PlayStation has done that for a very, very long time.
and it better not be about Final Fantasy, or I'm
lot
gonna lose it.
A lot
I'm
of
gonna lose
video
it.
game places have done that.
PlayStation.
Or they don't say no date. It just
Yeah.
says the game and that's it. And you're like, yay, boo.
Thor,
I'll be right
the
in.
God of War 4 was talked about for almost 4 years every E3.
I remember that.
Beyond Good and Evil's been
Yeah.
being made for like 8 years now.
Last
It's
of Us,
coming. We
Last of Us
promise.
2 was talked about forever.
Eventually.
Horizon Zero Dawn was
Someday.
talked about for almost 3 to 4 years before it dropped. That's the thing too. Like it's smart because it's like it keeps people interested. But like a lot of people are like Xbox not even showing anything because Xbox one time said this game is 3 years out and showed it, and then the game never came out and they got roasted for it.
Well, they did that with Two Human, and that game was not good.
The dragon one too, when they showed the that scale bound, and everyone was going crazy
Oh,
for
I
it.
don't remember that.
I don't remember that
What's
either.
the point in all of that?
Yeah, why would you
Sending
show
out a game that's
never?
so far, like, why wouldn't you just be like, this was coming out next month? Get it.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's like they can't. They have to tell.
Like they
someone.
want to
We're
say
working on
something.
this.
Yeah.
I have to tell somebody.
Okay,
Can't keep a secret.
tell
They have to
people.
talk about some
just-
things.
Yeah,
Why-
I would wait till it's ready.
Why
and then
spend a whole
turns
lot
out-
of money to be
Mhm.
like, hey, in 5 years, you're going
Yeah.
to love this game.
This is gonna be
No
something.
thanks.
It
Yeah.
needs
Not
to
waiting
be
5
seen.
years.
They have to be seen. They have to be there.
Yeah, they have
It's
to.
something.
Yeah, why did they?
you can get
do
up there
that
and be
with
like,
that
hey,
dragon
guys, I
game?
took a shit today.
Yeah.
It's coming in 5 years.
Very rarely do they go, "Hey, available right now."
yeah.
They do that with like downloadable games usually, which is like, "Hey, that's great."
I think Far Cry 4 did that, where it was like they're like, here's Far Cry 4, and they're like, by the way, 2 months.
Yeah, which
And
is-
everybody's like,
Oh yeah,
"What?"
they did. I remember that.
See, why
I
can't
didn't
they
play
just
that
do that?
game.
they
but-
should do that. They should all do that.
Yeah.
Or hey, we're gonna make a sequel.
Yeah.
You know, that's okay.
Sure.
But that Bayonetta
Uh,
3, I don't see that coming because that's been
I don't know. That's
It's
what they're
been 3
speculating.
years since they said anything. And
Yeah.
again with Metroid 800 days. 800 days.
It's a long time.
That is a long
Did anyone
time.
watch the Corella movie?
Nope.
Oh, is it out?
Yeah.
Oh,
They said
Oh,
Corella
I have
2.
to.
Corella 2's already in works
wow.
after. The
She looks so
success.
hot.
She does look good.
That's all I gotta say. No, it doesn't
That's
look
all I
bad.
gotta
I've
say.
watched the trailer.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was
Yeah.
out. Do you have to pay extra for it?
Oh, that's a good
I don't know.
question.
I've
Ray and the
just
Last
seen it in
Dragon
theaters.
just dropped,
Theaters,
right?
yeah, I think so.
So you can watch Ray and the Last Dragon now
I
on
think
Disney.
so.
I did buy it, but I didn't put the code in yet.
For
Which
Raya?
one?
Or
For Raya.
Well,
Oh.
oh,
Sons of Anarchy actor rumored for Mortal Kombat Johnny Cage role.
No,
Which-
I mean,
which-
is
what-
it the
The
lead?
guy who plays
Yeah.
Jax, yeah.
Yeah. Well, he would be good.
Wait,
but
what?
I kind of like the Miz.
Yeah.
Why would Jax be Johnny Cage?
The guy who played Jax in Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, I have no idea.
He's the main. He looks like he would be a great Green Lantern.
Is he anybody?
He's a good actor.
Has he done anything aside from
no, not. I don't
Sons
think
of
that you would
Anarchy?
know.
Nothing.
I like
really.
him.
I
I like him
was-
as an actor.
He was in a
Pick
few
the
other things.
Miz.
Yeah,
I still think the Miz is a better fit.
Mhm.
He's really like working hard for that too. Just give it to
but
him.
he also just tore his knee apart.
Oh, that's right. He
so
did.
even if they start filming, he's
Yeah, but they're
probably-
not filming
can't.
now.
Yeah.
I mean,
They can
that's-
just
that's a lot.
CG it.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I tried to watch that movie on HBO Max, and
Is
is
it
not.
off?
Yeah, I
Oh.
didn't know they were taking it off.
Which
Yeah,
one?
for Mortal Kombat. It's up for like
yeah.
a month, and then it would. Yeah, it probably missed
Oh.
the time frame, and they take it down, but they'll bring it back.
Yeah, it goes to
Yeah.
theaters for a little bit.
Yeah.
And Mark and I were super disappointed. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna watch it for the
Ooh,
topic.
China.
Nope.
China's getting a Vice TV documentary.
China the wrestler.
Yeah,
I like
that's
her.
gonna be.
Oh, I thought you meant the country. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I
I don't
was like,
really care about that. Yeah, it's a 2-hour documentary. And it comes on when I think Dark Side of the Ring is done.
Yeah,
I really like her.
Yeah, or maybe in 2 weeks. I know they're gonna have there was one more
They're
episode
taking
and there's a break.
Yeah,
I think it comes on during the break. I'm not sure. Not the country.
not the country.
The female wrestler.
China.
Yes.
There's a
Jodie
Shazam
Lawler.
2 teaser out.
Really?
Yep.
Oh wow.
It's like 10 seconds.
Oh.
But
So that is a teaser.
yeah.
We might be getting the teaser of Spider-Man soon too.
Yes, and of course I clicked on the link, and guess what it was?
The
Anybody
fan
want-
made
Nope.
porn.
Nope.
What? Rick rolled.
Rick rolled. I
God.
was so pissed. I'm like, I always do that. I always get Rick rolled. And I just found out about that last year.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm like, where did this come from?
That's
don't
funny
know
you
what it
didn't get
is.
it before. It's when you click on something and you get that never gonna give you up.
Yeah.
never
I'll
gonna
show
give
you.
up."
Start the video and then it just pops in with
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
And you see that white guy.
Did you ever see it, Heidi?
Yeah.
Wait,
So I'm
we
gonna
allowed
show
to sing
you.
that or are we gonna get banned?
Get 30 seconds.
In 30 seconds.
Oh, okay.
I will show you.
I think we hit our limit.
It's hilarious.
Well, no, 30 seconds continuous.
Yeah.
But not
And-
not added up. So you could do more than 30
Yeah.
seconds as long as you're spaced out.
We'll just sing one line like every 15 minutes.
But I'm pretty sure with that song they only care about the chorus.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can sing any other part as much as you want, just not the chorus.
So we'll
Does
end
anybody
with
know any other parts of it?
no. So,
we'll end with one more little bit
No.
of video game. And sorry everyone, you guys are out of the loop on this. It's me being and Nikolai taking over this little section. Fortnite,
what
Uh,
about it?
new season starts.
Get rid of it. Get rid of
New
it.
season starts
delete,
in
delete, delete.
4 or 5
Four
days.
more comics.
Yeah. They pretty much have been hinting at an alien or some type of
Yes.
space or alien and space invasion
Aliens
coming.
are coming.
Fox
Aliens
Mulder.
are coming.
Like alien.
I don't know. Well,
They're in
Alien
already.
has been in it as a character,
Yeah.
and Predator has also been in it.
What
as
about
a Bible
Stitch?
character. That'd be cool. We did have a discussion the other night of like
Chewbacca?
all the random alien type characters that we would like.
E.T.
Like honestly, I would love if they froze part of the map over and they brought the temple in from Alien versus Predator, and you actually see them fight each other,
Yeah.
and you have to like fight them at the same time.
So I think
Or
since
the
the
Thing.
Marvel thing, they don't really like dedicate an entire season to one thing anymore.
Yeah.
So you kind of get like a mixed bag of everything. Like you had like right now, it's really big with DC, but DC's kind of sharing the spotlight with other things. During the so it's kind of like they snuck aliens in, and they had like portals where other universes were coming in, like GI Joe, Walking
Oh.
Dead, Ghostbusters was in there for a little bit.
Yep.
And they
Well,
would just kind of like
kind of.
characters would show up,
Generics.
and like the Ghostbuster thing, like the Ghostbuster
Like-
Ectomobile was hiding in the map.
Not Peter Venkman, but a generic
No.
outfit.
So they used it was
suits.
the actual suit,
Yeah.
but they used their Fortnite characters.
Yeah, they didn't get
Oh,
the, they didn't get the
oh,
likeness
okay,
of the
yeah.
people. Yeah.
What about Mars Attacks? I hate that movie. I hate
Oh, I
those
love
creatures. They
it.
are so disgusting
Possibly.
and vile. But
I like
maybe
it.
them.
I'm
hate them.
thinking there's gonna be some Star Wars related.
I
Yeah.
hate them so much.
possible
I hate
Star
them
Wars,
so much.
possible Rick and Morty, possible
I go Star Wars.
or if aliens coming and they're sticking with DC, you might get some Green Lantern, you might
Right.
get some
Martian Manhunter.
Martian Manhunter, Dark Side, stuff like that. So it that comes out in a couple weeks. The season, I think the season ends on the 6th, June 6th,
8th.
8th. Yeah, so 4 more days, then we'll start the new season. But this last season was fun. The weapons were really good. The characters, they had Laura Croft, and the two main ones in the season pass were Laura Croft and
Raven.
which is fun. And then now they're doing the whole Batman Fortnite comics. And every time a new comic book comes out, so like in the first issue, Batman lands on Fortnite Island and he builds like a makeshift shack, which is his new Bat Cave. And every time that something happens in the comics, it happens in the game.
Mhm.
So now you can actually physically go and retrace Batman's steps while you're
Okay.
playing the game and find out where he's gone. And they just had Deathstroke land in the game match, so now him and Deathstroke are fighting. So they added Deathstroke in as a skin. They had a Catwoman because she made an appearance. So there's like 5 or 6. There's 6 comics. Every time you get a comic, you unlock a code. Some of the code stuff they've been giving us is stuff that you were able to buy before the code was
That's
there,
Oh, that's stupid.
which I don't
Yeah.
like at all.
Yeah.
That should have definitely been something.
The first comic
unique
was
stuff.
the first comic was a Harley Quinn skin that no one was able. The only way you can get that skin is through
Right.
the comic. The second book
Oh, I
was
thought you had to get all 6 to get that.
No. So each book has an item, and then at the end you get something.
Oh.
if you
Oh.
scan all 6 books in and use
Yeah.
every code, you get a special Batman suit that
Oh,
only you
okay.
can get if you do the 6 comics. But the second item that they did was a Batman glider that
Yeah.
everyone already had.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
dumb.
So
Yeah.
if you bought, so they sold a Batman
The whole
Zero.
point is to buy the book to get the item.
Exactly. So if you bought the Batman, they have like a Batman
So-
Zero skin that you can buy, and it comes with him, his glider, and a tool that you can break stuff down. His glider that you bought when you bought the pack for like $10 was the free item in the comic.
I bet you though, if you just buy the item, you don't get the end item if you don't use the code.
Yeah. So they're probably saying like, "Oh, well, fuck
Yep.
you, you get it twice." Which kind of sucks, kind of disappointing. But yeah, it's kind of cool that they're adding what's going on in the comics
Yeah,
into the
I think that's
story.
cool that you get to kind of follow along in the comics and then kind of like alters stuff and brings 2 worlds together.
And the fun thing is ever like the season that Marvel did it, there were certain parts on the map that if you went there, like there's characters you can talk to get quests while you're playing, and there's also characters that if you go near them, they just automatically
Mhm.
attack you. So in the game, Wolverine had this area where he would just walk, and if Wolverine seen you,
You were
game on,
screwed.
and he was hard to fight.
Now, but they added an even worse character, which was Predator, in my opinion.
Predator.
Because he has his invisibility cloak.
Mhm.
So you,
So
you
he'll
shoot him
charge at
twice.
you.
You shoot him twice. He disappears,
Yeah.
and then you hear.
I
Yeah.
love Predator. That's
Yeah.
such a great movie.
Yeah. So we're all like speculating who could be like is Deathstroke or Batman the guy walking around that you'll have to fight eventually. We're trying to like so I think the DC is going to stay into the theme because they still have 4 or 5 more books to do, and the season starts in 4 days.
Yeah.
And it's this alien invasion, so it has to still tie into the Batman story. So we're trying to see how much DC is going to be in this new season, or how much is going to be.
So they're actually going to do the first Avenger movie.
Maybe.
The aliens are going to show up.
The aliens are
Kind
gonna
of like
show up.
flying things.
The Chitauri.
Yeah.
So it's going to be fun, but that's the last really bit we have of video game news. Movie. I think everyone except one person has watched this. The new Army of the Dead movie.
So good.
I really
It's
enjoyed
really
it.
good.
Yeah,
I
it was
really liked
excellent. One of the better ones. One of the
If
better
if
zombie
you haven't
movies.
seen it yet, maybe because we're just gonna ramble and talk. We have nothing really planned here. We may spoil some stuff. So spoiler alert ahead, possibly. You have no interest. You do not
Absolutely none.
do not like zombie movies whatsoever.
I'd rather play that power washing game.
Yeah.
Really?
Wow.
And then I'd probably fall asleep playing it because it's so boring.
I will say this: Dave Bautista was fantastic.
He really was.
Was
He was
And
amazing.
honestly, he's a really nice guy. Like there were so many of us extras on set around him and stuff, and like as an extra, you're always told not to talk to the star and all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. But he was like going around like taking pictures with some of the zombies and stuff. Like he was really like,
That's cool.
And he brought
cool
some,
guy.
he brought some zombies at the last WWE pay per view,
oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and they killed the Miz.
and they
He
killed.
did?
him.
That's
Mhm.
cool.
He died,
Yeah, they
and
then-
John Morrison, right?
and then he came on Raw, and they didn't say anything.
He was resurrected.
So in wrestling, they have a thing called lumberjack match where they
Okay.
surround the ring with other wrestlers. So if the whole premise is if like me and Andy are fighting and I'm always running away from Andy,
They
Yeah.
throw him back.
in a lumberjack match, they would beat me up and throw me back in so Andy could beat me up more. So they did the same thing, except they surrounded the ring with the zombies from
That's
movie.
The
awesome.
movie,
yeah.
and then they ate the Miz at the end.
They ate the Miz. Yes.
That's kind of cool.
That is cool.
But he came back the next week fine.
He was cured magically.
Just the only thing he had that torn ACL.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
overall fun movie. Pretty much the premise is that our government fucks up and releases a zombie into the world.
No, that's not true at all.
Well, the government
So
was
they create a zombie.
they
Yeah.
create a
Yes,
zombie.
one
We won't,
zombie.
we won't
and
say
then
how. but-
someone getting roadhead
No.
crashes into the
Hey, now.
vehicle and it
Yes.
escapes.
yeah.
Holy shit!
There's
Well-
a big difference between they let it loose and accident.
That happened just
Oh.
now.
Yep.
What?
A wrestler showed up on Dynamite.
Oh,
For those that care,
Zombie.
keep going, Nikolai.
Oh.
If anyone cares, Andrade showed up on AEW.
But not
Oh,
just,
we
not,
knew he would though.
Yeah.
but not just showed up on AEW. He's the client of Vicky Guerrero.
Vicky Guerrero's there. What
Yeah,
happened?
she's
Where'd
been
she come from?
She's been there.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's been-
really?
but
I didn't see her in a long time.
I dig that. There he is.
Wait, I'm looking.
Well, he should have showed up for the fucking pay-per-view. I'd have got more points.
So she's like his manager, like she used to manage Dolph.
Yes,
When I hated
but
Dolph.
I don't think they have like a love interest.
Oh,
storyline
thank
going on.
God. I hated that storyline with Dolph.
Well, maybe they were going to do like the Selena Vega was going to be his thing, but now that Alistair's free, they'll just leave Selena with Alistair.
I don't see them putting them together because the characters are too different.
I disagree.
I wouldn't put them together.
I'd put her in like as close I possibly get to Queen of the Dam type gear from
Why?
Selena, and
Oh, she would look great as
and then
Queen
she
of
has
the
that
Damned.
goth look. To her,
Yeah.
and he
But
has
why
that
does he need a girl with him?
just because they're husband and wife? Why not?
No, I'd put him lead a dark order. Anyway, Nikolai, talk about the
Yeah. So, guy getting a roadhead.
yeah. Crashes head on.
I will say this: if I'm going to die in a car crash, and I erupt into a fiery blaze,
That's the way to go.
I want to do it at the
guess so.
same time. I'm finishing my roadhead experience.
What if you're not finishing though?
Or what if you don't die in the fire, but your girlfriend or wife bites your dick off because
Yeah.
she gets jolted? Or you impale her through her skull.
Oh, God.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's safe to say none of that happened since it exploded.
Because they
Oh,
yeah.
blew up
They-
into
they died
tiny
immediately.
pieces.
Um,
Would you be okay going into a zombie? Dying into a zombie, like these people did, right? Into
Wouldn't
a
even
crazy
know.
ass zombie.
I will
didn't
say
even
this.
know.
I will say this. In the aspect of a horror movie, zombie would be the way I would want to die the least.
Yeah,
I don't
same
want to
here.
get. I don't want to get chased by zombies.
No, I do not want to be chased by
Chased,
zombie,
stalked,
bit,
And then just
eaten,
getting like,
Torn
turned.
could you
apart.
imagine just like 100 creatures just
Nope.
biting at you?
So
Nope.
it depends.
I would
If-
not be okay with
while we're in terms of talking about the movie, if it was the alphas,
Yeah.
I'd be okay with it.
Oh, no.
If it was the shamblers, which I played,
it. No,
I would not
shamblers.
want to get ripped apart by a shambler. However, if it was Zeus biting me in the arm and become a super soldier zombie, sure, give it to me.
So you would be okay being a rotting zombie for the rest of your life.
If I was an alpha, sure.
You can't. You
The
can't
only
really
thing is
communicate.
Listen,
They communicate through
they-
roars.
they
Yeah.
had a whole society.
They
Yeah.
did.
They're doing pretty
They
well for
could-
themselves
They
as zombies.
communicated. Yeah.
They
Yeah.
did through
They-
roars.
they were
that you
almost
can't
like-
understand.
More monster than
Well, that's true.
zombie.
That's
Yeah.
true.
the
It's a good way to look at
the
that.
only thing with that one is I wouldn't mind it because I feel like the turning process happens so quick. Like in the old ones, you get
Yeah.
bit and you're like, it takes fucking a week, and you're like, oh my god, I'm sick,
Yeah.
and you see the growth going up your
Yeah.
arm. It's like that. It's like getting like a really, really, really bad fever and flu.
Mm-hmm.
Which
That's
sounds
true.
terrible, but like
And
just getting
you're
torn
kinda, like,
apart by 100
brought
zombies.
into court with the alphas. They'd sit you in front of them and they're like,
Yo,
all right, time to get bit. Like,
in the aspect, now I'm
I
gonna
just
say,
don't
I'm
think I
gonna
wanna
say,
get eaten alive.
yeah, I'm gonna say it was terrifying because I think a lot of people watch horror movies and they're like, that wasn't scary, bro. But if you're in that situation
In real life.
and you are dragged into a room and there's 1,000 like intelligent now zombies and you're being
Yeah.
drugged through and they're all just staring at you and it probably smells because they're all rotting.
yeah.
And then like they're all just looking at you with those creepy eyes and they're growling and biting at you and you're like, oh,
Well,
my- why
I don't
haven't
wanna
they?
do it. I don't
Why
wanna get
haven't they
eaten.
killed me already? Why haven't they killed? What is going?
right.
Like, that's got to be fucking scary. And
That-
then everyone just like, and they all get quiet when the main one comes in and you're like, oh shit, these fucking things are smart. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And then he's trying to like reason and like you know what I mean, like
Mhm.
that
And
terrifying scene.
it was actually really kind of confusing because I shot the stuff like in the hallways and inside the buildings and stuff, and then Laura shot the stuff in the pool with the alphas.
Oh, she was in the pool scene,
Yeah.
and that was in
So-
Atlantic City.
Yes, those shots were in Atlantic City. They also did some stuff in New Mexico. But she told me, she was like, "Oh, there was a king and a queen zombie and stuff," and I'm like, "Are these the same movie?" Like, because the storylines were like complete opposite ends.
So they
So-
kind of even let the extras in the dark as like you were these shamblers and she was these
Yeah.
alphas. That's
So
kind of cool.
I mean, we knew that there were alphas, like as a shambler and stuff, because some of them had like the same like wardrobe fitting day as we did.
Mhm.
But other than that, we didn't know what their storyline was or any of that kind of stuff for
Yeah.
the most part. So it was cool to have somebody on both sides to kind of see the experiences and hear about that kind of stuff and kind of be like, where the hell's this movie going?
Yeah, the opening sequence when they get the Richard Cheese and the corny like get up, come on, get down with this, like in the original Dawn of the Dead, and then
Yeah.
the new one where they did like the Vegas show
Mhm.
tune, and
That Elvis was pretty cool, Mark and I thought.
yeah, but like
zombie
how
Elvis.
they literally showed the rise and fall of Vegas
Yeah.
in during a musical number.
It was very good.
Yeah.
was done really really cool.
And if you are interested, the hotel that was used is the Showboat Hotel in Atlantic City. And they usually have a horror convention there.
Oh wow.
So if
that's
you
right,
want
they
to
do.
actually go see
Mm.
some of those locations, they're there.
Did they? How much of the pool area did they fucking destroy like that?
See, I don't know because I wasn't there.
Oh,
Because they look like they fucked that pool
They
area
did.
up.
Yeah, they
From
did.
what I heard, though, it was pretty messed up. The baby was not blue; it was like a little red ball
Yeah,
that they like CG later. But for the most part, everything was kind of there. At least from the stuff that I saw, like, was a part of. It was all like they even went to the level, and I know you can't even see this, especially as an extra. I had to stand in line so that they could get this bag and put dust on me.
oh God, I'd be sneezing.
So it was like they even took that extra level and like during the process and stuff, they had this little platform that we could stand on and they had this thing that would spin around us so that they could take a bunch of photos of us and like take our likeness as a zombie and put us into like CG spots where there's like massive amounts like
That's
out in
cool.
the strip and stuff to die or whatever.
That's neat.
the only thing with that movie that had me a little like, no way. Now they didn't use actual casino names because I guess they couldn't get the rights or the likeness to it. So they named the Whim, the Bly or whatever.
I've never been to Vegas, so I
Yeah.
don't.
But they literally come in at Vegas around the sign and where MGM and New York was. That's where they kind of start the movie because that's the main zombie is on top of the Statue of Liberty. And they go down, which would be the Whim or whatever the hell it's called. And that's on the other end of the strip. And they do that pretty fucking quick in the movie.
It's a long ass drive.
Yeah, that's a long walk. But the way they made Vegas look like a destroyed area was
Mhm.
really, really
Crazy.
fucking
And
cool.
if you watch the bonus stuff, like yeah, they took a lot of like CG drone shots of like actual Vegas, so they had a lot of models for, but that was not green screen. Like they put stuff in, like they had a green wall or whatever, but they had like anything that the actors were actually touching, that was all there.
Mhm.
Which I like. And also what I like is Zack Snyder filmed it.
Yeah.
It wasn't some
I'm a fan of his work. I like him as a
I
director.
just no, I mean like he was the guy with the camera.
He physically filmed it.
Yeah,
Yes.
he physically filmed it, and if you watch the creating of, he like talks about how he used to do, which I didn't know this. He used to like film commercials and stuff, and so he was always used to filming the things himself.
Oh,
So he was
Kind of
like,
like if you want it done your way, you want to make sure
Yeah.
it's through
Right.
your eyes.
do it
And-
yourself.
he was like, going from these big superhero movies and stuff like Justice League, where you're just sitting looking at screens and stuff, and it's like you don't even know where the cameras are. He's like, I wanted to go film something.
That's how
and
he wanted to
That's
shoot
cool.
Justice League, and they wouldn't
Yeah,
let him.
that's really
Yeah.
cool.
That's
So,
terrible.
I-
So I have a quick question. Directors don't film their own stuff
Not
sometimes?
Not usually, no. They usually sit behind a monitor and say, okay, this is good. Zach, on the other hand, with this project, like even when they're walking through the kitchen part, those flashlight movements that you see, that's Zach.
Oh, wow.
Because I was around the corner at that point, so I was their start point. So I saw a couple of the actors with Zach, and he was just kind of like clowning around with everybody. And as soon as he was ready to roll, he put the flashlight up and he started moving out and stuff, and it was really cool.
Mhm.
And like he talked about too in the documentary part, how and even some of the actors did too. It was like it was really refreshing to have the director behind the camera, because it was like you end a cut and he gives a couple notes and then it's like bam, you're ready to go again.
Yeah.
And it's not like we have to reset everything and all that kind of stuff.
It's so weird, like even in like movies, when like say you write a script, like you write a movie, and then you sell the rights to your movie to someone else, and then you trust a director to then take your interpretation and they're going to do their interpretation of how they film it,
Mm.
and then all the wires get crossed. You know what I mean? So it is really weird, like how you see movies that are independent level where the director is probably the same person who wrote it, and they're doing double duty, and then they get to a major box office, and then someone hands you a script that says make this movie, and then you have to take someone else's work and film it and revision how they think. You know what I mean? Like, and sometimes a lot of those movies where someone writes it and they direct it, they don't even meet each other, and they're not even on set to like give them the opportunity to like, this is how I visioned it. So you're kind of basing like someone else's work on how you would do it as a director, which is kind of weird to
I
think
think
about.
that is weird. And I also think it's weird that directors cannot film their own movies. Like that blows
mean,
my mind.
I
I
don't-
would not do it then.
I
Well,
don't
some
necessarily
don't want
think-
to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some aren't
okay.
necessarily trained to do it.
Yeah.
They're just like they went to school to be a director.
Like they would
and that
they
kind
would
of
be
stuff.
the cameraman. Like, so this is,
That was my mind.
I just
You're not a
recently
director then in my mind.
I recently just did some filming for a wrestling show, and I know it's not the same level, and I'm not even comparing it, but I did a show previously where I was kind of under like, hey, you guys go off here, and this is kind of what I want you to do. And then I worked on a recent show with a wrestler,
Yeah, they-
Zombies.
Oh,
probably my neighbors, out there screaming and fighting each other. The and then you had the new show I worked on, where the guy who's in charge of it literally would be like, he would come up behind me, like, and he would literally, like, we were bonding, he would literally come behind me, put his arms around me, and put my hands like kind of where he want like where, like,
Well, that's still directing,
I want you
though.
I want you to be here, and then I want you to pan here, and I don't want you to lose this out of frame or this out of frame.
Yeah.
That's still directing,
And
I
I
think. Yeah.
and I think some people would be like, dude, I know what I'm doing. But for me, as someone who's never done it before, it was awesome working with him because I was kind of seeing through his eyes of
Yeah.
how he wanted the shot to be.
a lot of times there's more than one camera, so they're deciding
Right.
one to go one way, one to go. That's why they're directing.
Right.
They're directing
'Cause
all the different people.
That's
and what
why
to
he
do.
like made that comment about like seeing all the screens and stuff sitting behind it for Justice League, because it was like there were so many cameras and stuff around.
It's like a
it was
multi-angle, so you can be like,
Oh,
I have
I'm gonna
7
cut here.
screens that have each camera.
Oh, that
on
makes
it.
sense then.
So then
Okay.
he makes notes and he's like, all right, well, camera B should move slightly this way in this movement and all that kind of stuff.
That makes sense. And I was thinking they had like an assistant that goes
No,
around.
no, no.
And I'm like, that's just you're not a
They-
director then. That's
They
just
make
weird.
all of the like the decision parts of it. The cinematographer
Or the final
may
cuts.
have a vision of like, you know what, 'cause a lot of times like directors pick cinematographers because they like their style of shooting.
Yeah.
And they
Oh,
can
that's
kind
nice.
of
Yeah.
release them to do what they do instead of just being like, all right, I need you to do this, this, and this, and like breathe down their neck the whole time. But I did like that he was, because it made it more personable
Mm.
for us as
Yeah.
Yeah.
working on it and stuff.
Absolutely.
And it was
Cool.
actually the first movie I've ever worked on multiple days. And I actually looked at the pay stubs the other day, and I worked 53 hours
Wow.
in 4 days on this film.
That's a
And
lot.
I know that, like, to me, that's crazy to work on a film. I know they worked
for
many
your
weeks
for your
and all that
card,
kind
you
of
have to
stuff.
do so many hours.
So we got screwed out of
Really?
that. That should have been a waiver for the extras that worked multiple days. However, from what I understand, Netflix basically said, you can screw yourselves to the union. We're going to pay the non-union people more and pay them union wages, and not give them waivers.
Oh, so you got paid more, but
I
you
got
took the
paid
rate.
a lot more, yeah.
So the thing is, he's saying is to get your SAG card,
Yeah, you need
you need
3 waivers.
You need 3 waivers. So once he does a movie where he gets 3 waivers, then he gets put in a different class where he would get then put in a higher level of
Right.
being
So
an extra or being more.
You
on.
can only do SAG projects. Like I couldn't go like if I was SAG, I couldn't necessarily go work at BT because they're not SAG
Or like do an independent film.
or do an independent film, right? Unless it's SAG authorized or whatever.
Mhm.
Because there has to be certain standards on.
It's like
SAG
being a
stuff, like-
unionized skill person. So like if you're a plumber and
Yeah.
you're a part of the union, technically you can't go take a job at a mom and pop place and go clean someone's furnace because you're a union worker.
Oh, okay, I understand.
and like there's
now.
set
Yeah,
rules
thank
of like if you're on set an X amount of time, you have to have lunch at this time,
Yeah.
or you have to have
Mhm.
this many breaks throughout the day, and all that kind of stuff. Where if you're a non-union extra, they're free to do whatever they want to you.
That they stick you in a train car like they did in Joker and leave you there for fucking 8 hours where
That was horrible.
you're pissing on the floor.
Oh,
Yeah, a lot of people were really, really upset about that Joker movie.
that's a
A
shame.
lot of the extras were treated like dog shit.
Mm.
That's not okay.
That was not the case on Armory. That they
Yeah.
gave us giant buffets
Oh,
that like they were switched out like twice a day, and then we had big lunches and
Wow.
stuff. It was crazy the level of like kindness that we were treated
Oh,
Yeah.
as
good.
just
Really cool.
regular
Yeah.
extras
That's
that
good.
were probably never going to be seen.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
That's cool.
So does anyone have any other news or anything they came across or they watched or read or anything they're into right now?
I'm playing. I don't know. I wanted to mention this. I'm playing that Famicom remake of the detective games from the 80s and the 90s. It's called Famicom Detective Club.
On your Switch?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Did anyone see the?
I didn't. No, I didn't know it was a thing.
Oh yeah. So they're from the.
Are they like the Carmen San Diego games?
No, I think they're probably closer to those Phoenix Wright games. So basically, there's 2 of them. One came out in like say 87, 88, and then I don't know when the other one came out because I didn't play that one. You play them in order, and they're very interesting. They're like you play a guy, you get the guy name, and he forgets his memory because he fell off a cliff and he somehow lived, and he's
I've fallen down a cliff and I seem to have broken my leg.
yes, exactly like that.
It smells a little like almonds, which I think is a bad sign. I'm going to attempt to stand up. Oh no, both legs are broken.
Yes, exactly like that. He is rescued by a kind man that lives in the city.
You
Like,
shot me. Sorry.
but he wasn't shot. No, but yeah, so he's found by this guy, and he figures out that he's working for a detective agency and he's investigating a murder, and it's really
There's
good.
been a murder.
There has been a murder. Yes.
A murder in Savannah. We've been
Yes.
watching The Office on Peacock now.
Oh, I am too.
But dude,
Yeah.
we're like, we're not gonna do it. I'm not gonna watch it again. Then I turn Peacock on. I'm like,
I'm
click.
gonna watch.
Ba-na-na-na-na. Yeah.
Yep. I'm doing the same thing. I'm watching that and Star Wars again.
I have
Yeah.
not used Peacock.
Really?
Yep.
There's some good shows on there.
Didn't even look at it.
There's some good shows on there. Oh, go ahead, Jay, you want?
Yeah. So it's just him, and then oddly enough, the detectives are 17 years old. Don't know how you can be 17 and detective, but you can be in this world. And they work under some other guy who's off on another mission somewhere. And yeah, he's investigating a murder. I'm very surprised at the level of murder scenes you see. Not rated. The game's not rated. Probably should have been. I hope no children are playing this game.
I hope they are.
So somebody is stabbed, blood everywhere. Somebody hung themselves, But actually, I think they were made to hang themselves, and then because they're framed. It's a family that's rich,
Yeah.
and
What does it play like?
so it's more like a narrative or like a movie kind of. So you're given an option. So you're hired by the butler of this rich family. You're investigating. She's also a chairwoman of this very well-known company in Japan somewhere. And then all of a sudden her nephew dies. And then another nephew dies.
Are these all Japanese actors?
Yep. So the movie is the movie. It's like a movie. So
Well, they're
it's
not
like a movie.
actors. It's like Nintendo graphics.
Yeah, but actually the
Oh,
artwork
yeah.
and the color is really, really good.
I was thinking remember those old PC games where it was like,
Oh, real? No. It's like 16-bit.
yeah,
Or less.
Yeah, well, they actually kind of redid it for today's graphics. So
Okay.
it doesn't
Oh,
look,
really?
Yeah, it doesn't
Oh.
look 16-bit anymore. But it probably looked like that when it originally came out.
is this a digital game you got from the marketplace?
Yeah, you can buy physical copies too, but I got 2 games for the price of one instead of paying, $60.
Some of
for
the
each
some of
game.
the digital sales on Switch are really, really good. You get games for like 12 cents.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
What?
Yeah.
Well, this
I mean, some are worth 12 cents.
I mean,
Like,
some
I
are.
got Graveyard Keeper for like $2.75.
That's a good
And
deal.
that's normally like a $60 game.
Yeah, that's a good deal. So, but this one I
Always
got.
check your Switch store.
Yeah, I try to.
So is the Power Washer game gonna be on?
Probably.
Oh, fucking, you
12
have no idea.
I'm
I'll
gonna
fucking,
think that's the
50
straight
cents.
downloadable one.
Listen,
50
I'll
cents
pay
for that
12
power
cents for that
washer.
one.
that's a
But yeah.
goddamn steal.
So, you're like working for this butler, and then you kind of go like you'll start your day at the detective agency. Then you'll go to like a few scenes. So you go to the same few scenes.
It looks like it plays like the Telltale games,
Okay.
where you select a thing.
At first, when you told me,
like-
I thought it was like an I Spy game where it's like, find the rope. Like,
Oh, remember them old ones?
Yeah.
Oh god.
No, so you have like you can like talk, you can look around, you could call somebody over / engage.
Push,
You
pull,
no push pull, not
Stop
yet.
open, close.
You could remember because he doesn't have his full memory back, or quit investigation.
It's very anime styled.
Yes.
Okay.
And as I said before, they all speak in Japanese, but there's which I'm okay with that because I like anime, so I have no problem
Yeah.
with it. And then they have the American like subtitles. And when you start the game, it will give you like which I really like, even though I wouldn't forget it. But when you boot the game up to play it, it will give you like a plot so far, and then you'll start your day at the investigation in the detective office, and then you'll end the day and you'll speculate, so you can kind of like put all of your clues together.
Mhm.
So like this family's like dying off in these weird like ways, and it looks like somebody killed them, or this person like unfortunately like killed themselves, but it's like not really that way. So you have to kind of figure out who's behind these things.
Brian would love this game. He loves murder mysteries.
It's like a visual novel game. They're saying.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
it's not an actiony game. You
Yes.
kind of select conversation things,
Yeah.
talk to people, and go different places.
Like L.A. Noir. Remember that?
Yeah,
Yeah, but
that's
except-
exactly what it's
Except you're not walking around.
like. No,
I like this game is so state of the art. Like we mocap the faces so much you could be able to tell when someone's lying. Like, did you kill him?
Yeah.
No,
I didn't like that game.
I never played LA Noir, but yeah, it's like a novel
I
or
was
like a movie.
bored in that. I was like, this is boring.
Some people might not like this style of game because there's not really any action. Like, and you'll like take so you can like answer the phone, and then when you get the right clue that you need, you'll go to the next scene. So it's kind of like a movie book, but I like it.
The fan.
Oh,
I went to whisper, and you're not gonna hear me with your headphones.
Yeah, so I think it's a fun game.
It's hot in here. It's getting hot in here.
I think it's a fun game.
thought
I'd
it pulled down-
recommend
I
it.
thought it pulled down a
It's a
little
little
bit.
graphic though, because this was released when they didn't do the ratings. So if you're somebody who doesn't do well with some gore,
Blood.
it's not like crazy,
blood.
but it's like you do have to see some like questionable things. So I think it's a lot of fun.
This person was brutally molested and is like a
Brutally molested.
They're murdered.
Yeah.
So far they're murdered, but
Murdered.
they
A
do.
giant gaping butthole or something.
Well, not. I haven't seen that yet.
It's coming.
Just
That's in the DLC.
we'll
Oh, God.
see.
I don't think you'll see that on a Nintendo game.
No.
If they ever made a fucking NCIS game, whatever the fucking stupid show you watch is, oh my
You'd
god,
probably fall asleep during it.
SVU.
that fucking show.
I love SVU. Yeah, it's not quite to that. It's not disturbing on that level, like because
That
sometimes
fucking
those
show
episodes.
is crazy.
I like it. It's a good show, but yeah, it can be hard to watch some of those topics. It's not on that level. I mean, you're gonna see a little bit of blood. Like
What was that?
they
Sorry,
left
Kev.
a knife in the guy's
What was
body
the
and
one
stuff.
you watched where the story was the wife raped the husband. Like he's
Yeah.
like, I was drunk and I fell asleep and I woke up and she was just destroying me.
Yeah. She was abusive.
Yeah.
And it ended in the stupidest way ever. He was like, because the judge was like, "You're a man. You could have just got up and walked away. Look how strong you are compared to her."
That's not what you say. It's still rape.
Oh,
Yeah,
they-
her lawyer was.
Yeah, they were just like, "You're a guy. Don't be
You
a
could have
puss."
stopped
know what I mean?
her. Yeah.
And then all of a
Rape.
sudden, he's like, "Bing!" He's like, "Is your phone going off?"
And
it's
she looks like China. And
Yeah.
you're like, oh.
no, she was like 112 pounds.
Yeah, that was their thing. And he's like, I could hurt her. He's like, I didn't want to hurt her.
Yeah, the whole episode was just like them making fun of him for being
Yeah.
molested
Aw.
by his wife
it
or
wasn't
raped by his
that
wife.
bad. It was just her lawyers, which they're gonna.
And then at the very very end, like the wife is like texting him during
like
the
in
trial.
court, like while he's on the
She's like,
stand.
you're a little bitch.
Oh my
Yeah.
god,
I
that's
was like,
awful.
I was like, you were about 3 minutes away from getting off on this.
Yeah.
And she
then
sent
you
a
did
text
that.
message.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I
awful.
was like, this show's fucking dumb.
I like that
Not
show,
dumb.
but I think it's
Not
good.
good.
Yeah, I think it's a good show. But
It's so stupid.
You're
so yeah, so I think it's a good good game. I like it. I think the artwork's good. The music's good.
Oh, we had no comments. As soon as I made fun of SVU, everyone jumps in like, how dare you, SVU is
See?
great. I love it. I love you guys.
SVU or the Power Washer game. Power
Power
washer
washer game. Fucking power. I want a power wash.
No.
I'm gonna go look for it tonight.
No.
The power
SVU is
washer game.
NCIS was fucking boring. My
What?
friend
I
was
liked
like that.
NCIS.
I was like,
Oh.
And it's always like-
I really
They're,
watched
they're
it.
always like, this person was brutally raped, and well, it has to be like raped and murdered because that's the whole special victims thing. And
No,
like,
they're not
and
always
it
murdered.
was the
Yeah, they're not
neighbor's
always-
cousin's best
If they were
friend's
murdered, it would
neighbor
be
who
homicide.
also watched their dog while he killed their goldfish.
You're
And you're
so
like,
dramatic.
how did you put all that
You're
together?
so dramatic.
how many people are dying in this
dramatic.
town?
Well, it's the blood splatter.
Everyone. It's
Yeah.
New York. They all die.
And then the episodes are like, boom, here's the case. Boom, it was Steve. And then I'm like,
Yeah.
it wasn't Steve. It's too fucking early in the episode. There's gonna be this huge crazy plot twist. They don't
We
just
still got 40 more minutes
yeah,
here.
there's 48 more minutes. There's no way it was just Steve. And they're like, Steve was manipulated using drugs in his coffee every morning. And it
Oh,
was
God.
actually Steve's lower neighbor below him who would climb up his fire escape at night.
There was
drop
an
it in his-
episode like that.
Oh
and
my
I did like that episode actually. So there, it was a good episode. It was excellent.
starring Tito Ortiz, like because they always have like the guest spot in there. It's like the guy you watch from this.
Forrest Griffin was in
yeah,
there.
see,
They
Forrest
had a,
Griffin
lo-
was in there.
yeah, they had a
His
lot
wife-
of different
his-
ones.
Wife in the show was Coco.
Yeah, starring someone that was in another movie, you know.
Oh,
Playing
everybody,
a murderer.
everybody was in SVU. Everybody.
Yeah, everybody was.
Jennifer Love Hewitt as the
she
dead
was.
body.
I'm pretty sure she was in it.
Yeah, I think she was.
There's even Broadway people that are in it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
everyone.
Yeah, like everyone.
I was in the season
Literally
one time.
everyone.
I need to sign up for
Episode.
this show. Put me in
Carl
it.
from Shameless was just in one. He was bad.
I will say this.
He plays a really good like fucking psycho though.
I will say this. If this podcast ever blows up, I'm like, you want to be a dead body in SVU? I'm like, yes.
Yes.
Yes, put me in.
Yes.
I'm going to say no.
You get
Oh, let me
I'll
do
float
it.
in a
Be a dead
pool.
body.
You
No,
get-
not
not
that
I'll-
show.
I want to meet.
I'll show up in NYC in the middle of a street. You know why not? Run me
I
over.
actually
It's all
know
right.
somebody who was on there.
I'd get
Like
kicked
I
out
was,
because I would
I
overact.
worked with her, and she was like an extra.
Like D
That's
in that,
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the zombie movie, D kept getting up and doing
Nikolai
stuff.
will be on there.
I would.
Yeah, it's a great show.
I'll be an
Yeah.
extra in anything.
Yeah, I know. So I worked with her. I think she played it like a hooker or something.
Whoa.
Whoa.
How'd she look?
Dead.
She's really pretty. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, there's a lot of hookers on that show. It's
Yeah.
all right. It's a good show.
It's a special
I just
victim
want to
season.
meet Ice-T.
Yeah, he'd be great. Oh, my friend met Ice-T actually.
Really?
Yeah, and his wife. He,
The guy
Yeah.
who
Oh.
made songs called
Like-
Cop Killer, and then he played a
Yeah.
cop
He
on
was a
TV.
cop for like 20 years.
But yeah, he was a cop for longer than he was a rapper.
Yeah,
it's all right. He's
now
good
he's
at
like
both.
now he's got like a metal band or something.
he's always had the metal band.
Yeah, that's
He's
Yeah.
a
been
metal
around.
rock band or
That
Yeah.
metal
just,
rap.
he just rapped over and was.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's all right.
So, anyone else anything else before we?
Yeah, I bought the Shrek 4K. I watched it and they added fucking music. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
a big fucking nerd, and we're gonna talk about it because they added music that apparently I went down this huge
Wait,
rabbit hole.
so Shrek, the first Shrek.
Shrek.
movie.
Oh yeah, the
Okay.
first Shrek.
What do
I
you
bought.
mean they added music?
4K. Okay, so you know,
There's
remember
already
in the
music.
no, not in this particular scene.
Oh,
So
oh,
Donkey starts to sing, "You Gotta Have Friends."
uh-huh.
You know that part
Yeah.
where he first meets Shrek and he's following him around. And he starts to sing. They had a fucking score to it.
What
Why?
song?
You know who was originally supposed to be Shrek, and he actually voice acted almost the entire movie.
Oh,
Was
You
it?
don't know that, do you?
No.
I do, but I can't think of the. Was it John Candy?
Nope.
It's not
No.
Mike
no,
Myers?
No, it was.
really.
It was someone who.
I don't know if I believe
Belushi.
that.
It almost the entire, almost about at least 3/4 of the movie was done with a different voice actor, and then he died. And they-
Was it Belushi?
nope,
Wasn't he
Who?
dead for many years?
Oh my god, I can't think of who it is now.
it was Chris Farley.
That's it.
Chris
Oh,
Farley.
that's right.
Chris Farley
I
was
did
Shrek.
read that.
Yeah,
I did read
Yep.
that.
Really? I don't know.
Mhm.
Yep.
I'm gonna look that one up.
Look it up.
but during my rabbit hole
Look it
search,
up.
I looked at that same scene on a Blu-ray disc online. They added that fucking music. I went to a DVD, no music. VHS, no
Oh.
music. So for whatever reason, some idiot in their corporate office was like, "Let's add music to this scene." I know it hasn't had it in 2 editions, but let's do it.
Director's cuts are coming out like crazy.
They're not directed. No. This is not the director's cut. This is just Shrek 4K.
Well, we are getting a director's cut of Super
Why?
Mario Brothers with
So
John
exciting.
Leguizamo.
Yes.
Yes. Let's have it. Bring it out.
So we
Have
can
a
watch.
party.
We can watch the Super Mario
That's right.
Brothers
Have a watch
director's
party.
cut.
Watch
Yeah.
party
Right.
here. I know
Yes.
you all want to watch
I've
it with
never
us.
seen it.
So
I wanna watch
exciting.
it.
Do you ever spray perfume on a piece of shit? There you go.
What we're gonna
We'll do it now.
What
We'll
we're
do
gonna
it
do is
now.
Poopery.
we're gonna get a sheet
I have some potpourri, or how you pronounce it, potpourri, whatever. I have it at my house. It's beautiful.
We're gonna get a sheet and we're gonna hang it from my front porch and backlit the projector on the sheet, and we're gonna sit in my street and watch
Oh,
Super Mario.
Right,
Brothers.
That's right.
Right in the street, we're gonna stop traffic.
Yeah.
Make everyone watch.
They'll
with us.
I will
stop.
wear my
They'll
Princess
just stop
Toadstool
to
shirt.
watch.
Make
to this
everyone watch
showing.
with us.
Anyone else have anything? You have anything, Andy?
No.
Nothing nothing new. No. Well, we're gonna talk about some comics in a little bit here. What about
They
you?
are?
Oh,
you
I
got your
Box,
boxes.
I guess.
Oh,
I did. I beat Pokemon Snap too. It's really cute.
I tried to play it. I was on
So
the road and I
cute.
got bored with it, and I was like, I kind of
So
quit.
good.
I did the same stage like fucking 4 times, and nothing new was happening. I was getting frustrated.
Did you level up the stages?
Yeah, it just takes forever to fucking level up each stage. Like it just takes
Oh,
forever.
it didn't take that long for
Maybe you're
me.
just really
Yeah,
bad
she only
at
played
it.
for 20 hours,
Yeah.
and it's all leveled up.
You can only fucking throw an apple at the same Pokemon 100 times. You're
I'll
like,
have
can,
to
can this fucking level up already?
Okay, but to be fair, she has told us the story how much she played the 64 version,
Yes.
the same level over and over again.
Yeah.
She's just
So,
really good at it.
I'm sure there's a difference in your patient level and hers.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm a professional Pokemon photographer. Hello.
Oh,
I can
God.
share my skills.
I'm a professional.
Yeah, that's why I didn't buy it because I figured I'd be bored with it pretty quick.
I think
Yeah,
it's
I had to
cute.
dive back
I'm
into
not bored. I was not bored at all. I thought it was great.
Have you watched
10 out of
anything? 10 out of 10. Have you played or watched anything? Horror Queen over here.
I watched Escape Room the other day.
Yeah?
It was really good.
The movie that I did an interview with, Back Road,
Oh yeah.
is supposedly possibly pretty soon coming to Shudder. So the movie that was made from
That's
School
cool.
County
We
might
found
be
out when
coming to
he
Shudder.
delivered our food.
When he comes
Well,
back.
hey, you got him against me. You got him
Yeah.
against
Well,
me.
that's what he
There's
does.
nothing
That's
wrong
how
with
we
that.
met him, I think.
He's a really nice guy.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, no, okay. So when he came for the interview, I saw him and I was like, this guy looks so familiar, and I couldn't figure it out.
He
And I was
brings
like,
lady treats.
I've seen this guy
Aw.
before, and then he told us where he worked, and I was like, that's how I know you.
We
'cause
order
I
there 4
order
times a
food
week.
3 times a week. And he
Sorry.
brings dog treats.
We
That's
call
nice of him.
we call and they're like chicken parmesan and small Italian and tacos. They're like, shut the fuck up and bring it and just hang out.
It's not that serious, but
We order the same thing
do
every
order
time.
The same thing
Chicken
all the time.
parmesan is delicious. I eat that often as well.
That's my go-to meal
Everywhere.
everywhere I go.
Yeah.
I had
Their
that for
tacos
lunch
are
today.
really good. Though.
I couldn't tell you last time I had it. I like it, but I
Yeah.
don't
But
know last time I
yeah,
had it.
so local
good.
movies should be going to Shutter soon.
Awesome.
It's-
Congrats.
That'd be
It's
really good.
fucking nuts. Wait, if you guys watch it, it's
I
there's a-
wonder if they had to cut anything else out.
I hope not.
Oh, is this the one that he
Yeah.
kept getting like shit for all the
Some of those death scenes and
Yeah.
yeah, is that
yeah, if
this
you're
guy?
easily triggered by stuff,
Don't watch
it's
it.
not the movie for you
No.
because it's really over the top.
Oh, is this we were talking, is there like a rape scene or something in it?
Although the zombies ripped a baby fetus out, so
Okay, well, it was already.
I
a
mean,
dead
that
body.
wasn't like
the baby might not have been dead yet.
Yeah, but that's what he was
it
checking.
was a living it was
he
a
wanted it to live. That's why he had
How
to
do, you
put
have
it in
a,
prison.
how do you have a living undead baby?
Yeah, it's already.
I thought that was
Listen,
very
it had a
interesting.
blue glow. I don't know.
I thought that was very
I
interesting.
wasn't an alpha. I don't know.
Yeah, he doesn't know. these
And some of the alphas had blue eyes and some of them didn't. There was
They
some,
did.
Yeah.
And but their hair was continuing to grow. I thought that was also very interesting. I'm like, how are they dead? But their hair is
but
growing.
when
hair
you
keeps
die,
growing
when
when you
die
die.
until your body.
And your nails.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know this.
Yeah.
So
I was just talking to someone else about
all
this
the
today.
protein in your body will
Yeah.
continue to feed your hair and your nails.
which is super weird.
Oh.
But
So
yeah.
like if they dig your body up in like 10 years, you'll have
Shit
like
ton
hair
of
down
hair.
to your chest.
Oh, I did not know
although I think your hair probably like
It gets really stringy and gross.
Yeah,
not
but
gonna be-
it
it's
starts to,
not
like,
gonna be- it's not gonna be
die. Yeah.
It
healthy.
stops.
Yeah.
it like will like die.
But that's
Yeah.
that your body uses whatever's left to
Oh.
during
That's
the
why
week.
they thought
I mean, it
there-
probably
people
doesn't
were
grow
vampires
forever.
years ago when they would dig them up and they'd be like,
Their
"Oh,
nails
look, see,
grow.
look, their hair's longer and their nails have
Mm,
grown, so
yeah.
therefore they're a witch."
I mean, it probably stops
Oh.
eventually.
when they would like look like they're grabbing stuff and like they were like trying to fight their way out, but they were just like
rigor mortis.
Yeah.
rigor mortis. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay, that explains that. But still, a baby zombie fetus is also interesting. And how did that happen?
They also had zombie animals.
Yes.
Yeah.
The horse
Zombie-
was,
Yes,
the horse
the
was
zombie
real, by the way.
animals.
The horse.
The
Put a
horse
mask
was
on.
all
Super
makeup and like put on top.
Yeah, the horse
That
looked
was
like a
cool.
mask, but it was
Was it?
the tiger looked fucking dope.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought that
Valentine.
was very
Yeah.
cool.
All right, well that'll do it for Not Cool in High School episode 90.
What?
No, 80.
86.
We are 14
80.
episodes away from goodbye.
Yeah,
Goodbye forever.
yeah, we'll hit 100. we'll flip it
Forever.
here.
I'm gonna drop the bomb. Episode 100, we're done. See ya.
It's very possible. So keep liking the show and keeping it going because you got to give me a little bit of motivation here.
You drop Bob Samwise Gamgee.
But no, definitely what we're gonna do for the Patreon, we're gonna put the rest of the Patreon out for Truth Behind Illusion. but we're just gonna do on Fridays. It's gonna be flip flop between Not Cool and High School and Tornado Tag. We're just gonna do that until if I go day shift, then we'll probably do if Andy doesn't want to do 2 shows a week anymore, you don't have to. You could just do Tornado Tag and leave Not Cool. It's up to you, but we're gonna probably do Tornado Thursday and Friday will be Not Cool.
Oh, okay. Okay.
If I get day shift, that's a giant what if.
Alrighty.
All right, that'll do it. Not Cool in High School. We're going to be going live here again real quick before we do our Mortal Kombat episode. We're going to get all of our unboxing out of the way.
After
we're
everyone
gonna
pees.
We're
Yes,
going to take
yeah, I
a
got
quick
pee.
pee break. We're going to get some snacks out. We have a lot of unboxings to do. So if you want to check us out live, again, just follow the page. We have Bam Horror. We have Zobi Horror. We have Comic Book Box. We have your Alien
Bam Comics.
Bam Comics.
Oh.
Strange Planet.
Strange Planet Box.
That's a nice box.
That's a really nice
Yeah.
box.
Look at how cute it is. So adorbs. I love
know
his
what
little
I hate?
face. You're
I
zooming
hate
on
that
the
they
face.
come like this, like
What do you
so
mean?
everyone can see what's
Oh
on
yeah.
your thing.
Yeah,
Like,
the Bam one does that. Like
They all
if they
do,
leave it
yeah.
outside, which mine they did.
yeah.
They're like,
All
oh,
of ours
someone
get
just
left outside.
yoink, you know.
And
yeah,
then-
so everyone sees what it is.
We're going to do some snacks from around the world. So we're going to
Oh, what will I buy on Amazon this time?
Yeah. Double decker.
I still have some.
This one might
I
be
have
a
the
little,
honey one.
This one might be a little hard to find.
Are you sure?
I think so. We'll find out.
It's Antarctica snack.
Listen,
I just
Antarctica.
found a new candy website and they've got all kinds of shit on
I have
there.
now been introduced to Google Lens, where you just
Oh,
put a
yes.
photo in and it scans the internet for you.
Ooh.
I don't even
Yeah.
have to
Cool.
do anything anymore.
Wow.
That's cool.
He'll find it.
Heidi's boobs and be like, "You slut." I seen the funny TikTok where it says, "Man, fucking my wife made like $20,000 this month on OnlyFans," and he's like, "I can't believe it. I just don't know how to tell her yet." All right, we'll let you guys go. Here's some Phase. Actually, real quick, Phase, the man that you're hearing for the intro and outro music, is playing a show at the Little Brown Barrel in Minersville. I believe it's a free admission, all age show.
Oh, nice.
So the Brown Barrel just opened up their outdoor seating. So if you are local, I believe it is this weekend. They're doing a little at the Little Brown Barrel Phase. It's like they're like a heavier band, but they're doing a show at the Little Brown Barrel in Minersville, which is a place that we have done banging beers at a few times. So if you want to go show them some support, go do that. Make sure if you are watching, hit like, subscribe, share, thumbs up, 5-star ratings. All that stuff is really, really helpful to help us grow. The word of mouth is definitely how we're going to keep this thing going. Like I said, it is very, very challenging to try to do 5 shows. So we are going to eliminate Truth Behind Illusion. If you're into the conspiracy and stuff,
Go fuck yourself.
go fuck yourself. No.
Sorry.
Send me a message and we'll have you come on to Interviews with Everyday People and I'll talk all that stuff with you. So we will keep that alive in some aspect on Interviews with Everyday People, but we won't do a weekly show. It's a lot to prep. It's a lot to research and it's just a lot to keep those shows going. But support is super helpful. Head over to our merch pages, Teespring and TeePublic, if you want to get some t-shirts and merchandise, and the Patreon
So
as well.
is the merchandise going away?
I think so. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take. I took it all down for Bros Behind the Warpath.
Okay,
So I
just
think
so they know. Like,
yeah, I think
there's a clock.
I'm gonna once we air the last Patreon episode, I'll wait like 2 weeks after, and then I'll take all the merch down. So if you want old TBI merch, go grab it now, and then it will go away. I'm gonna still keep the social media pages up in case people want to still go look at them, but
Right.
we're not gonna update them or keep because I want to focus on getting the other ones going again. But thank you guys so much for the support, and we'll see you guys soon. Here's some face.
Confined is where I'm safe. I'm gone without a trace. Nothing goes as planned. It's just a part of every fucking